Alrighty. Did that actually work? Or do we have just a weird start to the video here? We have a weird start to the video. Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome to Daytona International Speedway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John Theodore Live. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Going to be in the number 29, A51 Pro, NEKey.org, Podium Esports, Chevrolet Camaro. You might hear another voice periodically throughout the race. My teammate Nathan Jurgensen's going to be hanging out with me in Discord. He's not in this split. He's running on his alternate account and therefore got put into a lower split. But we are in top split with the pro drivers. Got at least 3 of them that are actually running on their mains. So 3 black badges in here. Garrett Manes, Casey Kirwan, Dylan Ault. Let's go get qualified and settle in for 500 miles at Daytona.
So you're qualifying.
Oh yeah. In this field, I'm not expecting big ones. I'm expecting this thing to stay green for a lot of it, so track position is going to matter a lot. I also, kind of like we talked about with Road to Pro, I don't, especially since I'm in the 29 car, I don't want the first pit stall.
Oh yeah, I am the 34 car in second split, so.
Yeah, you might want to qualify too then.
Yeah, I might just go put down a slow lap.
I would go try to put down a fast lap, and it probably won't be pole. Just to make sure that you've got a good pit stall. You can always, coming out of turn 2 if you really want to, drop to the apron and just let the field go by.
Yeah. And I think in top split too, you're probably okay just running with the tryhards the whole race.
That's what I'm thinking. You'll learn a lot that way.
Exactly, and that's probably the winning strategy. You know, it doesn't. It's Daytona 500. Who cares if it's a, you know.
Right. I'm not trying to preserve iRating here. I'm not really caring about points in NIS that much at the moment. I might care about them more at the end of the season, but yeah, this is about trying to win a crown jewel.
Exactly. I snagged one last year, and it felt like an accomplishment.
Feels good. Every win on iRacing feels like an accomplishment.
I'll do top split on Sunday.
Nice, yeah.
Last 3 years, I've gotten top 3s in that race, so I'm hoping to keep the streak going.
Yep. Yeah, I may run that one with you too. We'll see how the weekend's going.
I'm worried about not making top split on that one, though.
With your main? You might not, yeah, because your main's
only like 58.
Right, so you might be where I'm at. You might be just kind of like on the border of it. Lap 1, I'm 7th quick. No, I wouldn't. I would be in. I'll be in split 2 if I run again tomorrow, which might be a good idea because I probably have a better shot at winning split 2 tomorrow than split 1 today.
True. Either way, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah. Like I was, because the thing is like I remember where I started out on iRacing. Every win is validation of the work that I put into it, no matter what split I'm in, because when I started out, I was a complete mess. So every good race I have, every win I have is payoff for the work that I put in getting better. Daryl, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I ran a 5.49, which is currently good enough for 12th on grid.
I wasn't even I was just running a silly line. I did a 5.
Right on, man.
I'm going to drop right to the back at the beginning, though. I'm not trying to...
Sure thing, yeah.
Raise.
Yeah. That's your choice. Like, I really do think that the beginning of both of these races, since we're in competitive splits, is going to be pretty calm.
Right. BRB.
Yep. All right, we're going to grid up here. Starting 12th in the 29. I pledge to be a good sport whether I win or lose, to know that people online are real people and my words have real impact, to set a positive example with my behavior, to speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse, to show integrity by honoring the rules, my opponents, and my teammates, to stop, listen, and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful, and to respect others, even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. !GLHF in my Twitch channel chat, link in the description below this video if you'd like to take the pledge yourself and be a part of making online gaming a better, more pleasant place for everyone involved. Starting 12th place in the 29 car. Who do we, let's see. I out-qualified 3 drivers, so I clearly have still not figured out what the true quick way to qualify in these things is. Garrett Manes and Dylan Ault did not take time. Neither did Casey Kirwan, so none of the pro drivers took time. It looks like they're going to be using this as a practice race to learn more about working the draft in these cars. Casey, it looks like, is starting shotgun on the field in 37th.
Yeah, my goal is to drop back, go to the front, drop back, go to the front, just do that a few times. I mean, I'm definitely going to probably use the bathroom at some point in one of the cautions. It's like, I'm not, you know, it's more just like have fun, practice.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You know, yeah, this is the thing. It's like I just like the experience of running a Daytona 500. I love these big races.
Exactly.
Private Morning Wood. Have I gotten used to my new Twitch name? Slowly but surely. I haven't had to get bonked by chat in a little while. Sorry to cut you off there, man. What? You
have a new Twitch name?
John Theodore Live.
Oh, okay. You're not A_.
Yeah, the Twitter is still that, the Discord is still that, but yeah, I just figured that it was a good time to go ahead and rebrand the Twitch channel to something that made more sense. Someone still has twitch.tv/John Theodore. They don't have a channel and they don't seem to be active at all. But you know,
1 second, guys.
That should be your drinking beer stream.
The road is closed.
It's not water stream.
Yeah, I could do an alt Twitch account for drinking beer and whatnot. No, if I do a drinking beer stream, I'll just do it like I did the wine stream on New Year's Eve.
They should make an unofficial series for like inebriated drivers, so they're all in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess that's Carb Cup, and no one
That's
says
basically
it,
Carb Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that I won't be participating in any more podium events from a driver's perspective. Right. Especially the Retro 500, because that was like the one that I literally created that event because I wanted to run in it, because that was like my ideal event. Now I can't run in it anymore.
Right.
But yeah, that's the price you pay for success, I guess.
Who's waving the green flag tomorrow in the real life?
I haven't checked.
Inside. Still there.
I don't know if I want to drop down to the low line right now or if I want to stick up high. High line seems to have the push right now, so I might just stay here.
Inside. Still there. Still inside. Still inside. Still there.
So weird that they went with 5-speed. I guess that makes sense, because you really don't need 2 overdrive gears.
Still inside.
It's still...
Is that what the supercars are?
I don't know. I don't know if they're 5 or 6.
Those are 6. I think those are 6, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing. I feel like most cars go with either 4 or 6. 5 is such a weird number to settle on.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the second rear view mirror, the non-virtual one, Daryl? I honestly don't even see it. I look in the virtual one. The other one's just up there for flavor. But I like to have the side view mirror, and you can't have the side view mirror without having the center mirror. Or at least you couldn't when I set that up.
I'm just stuck in the top line going to the front.
Yeah,
wanna go
same.
back, but in this package, you can't go to the wall because everyone's already at the wall.
Right. Yeah,
If I
we're
wanted to go to the back, I'd have to go to the middle, which doesn't seem safe.
moving in the top line. You know, I mean, if you can settle out in like 5th in a single file line, there's not much safer place to be at Daytona.
Yeah, I just got a guy like pushing me, and it's just more hectic than I feel like being. I just woke up over on this side of the country.
I just woke up too, really.
Still inside.
One of the few times in iRacing where qualifying on the outside line benefits you. I'm excited about the 500 tomorrow. I'm actually like, everyone's freaking out about the duels and thinking it's going to be a boring race. I actually think it's going to be could be a pretty good one.
Fine, everybody. You mean people on Twitter
Side only.
and Facebook?
Yes, mostly.
Alright.
But like I've been seeing a lot of people freaking out about like, oh, it's going to be a boring race. I'm like, guys, they were in car preservation mode in the duels. Let's see how they race when they're actually racing.
Don't let people that know nothing about racing change your experience of NASCAR, because man,
They haven't.
NASCAR fans seem like they just are looking for. They watch races as ways to look for things to complain about.
There are those people. But
Still there.
like a lot of people are not that. Like it's just a lot of people have been saying that. I guess I should say, not everyone.
I think people, like, if they even listen just to the announcers, would know kind of,
That you're asking a lot there, Nate.
Is
Listening-
interesting too.
Wait, listening to what other people say, that's asking a lot.
Yeah, I find it really interesting, like watching races where the stakes of crashing are really high.
Still inside.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it adds an interesting dynamic.
Bottom inside.
I love that the money team's going to be in it. They've picked up so many fans.
Clear low.
It's been a long time.
Inside.
Oh yeah, it looks great. It's just been so long
Inside.
since I've seen a team be just legitimately excited about simply making a race.
Still inside.
Feels like forever. In NASCAR, at least. Like in Indy 500, you get that almost every year. You get a story like that. But it feels like it's been a while since we've had a feel-good, like, dude who's just legitimately excited to be here moment in NASCAR.
Inside.
The charter system really killed that stuff. And I don't think they intended to kill that. It was just an unintended byproduct of it.
Right.
Everyone so far in my race, as soon as they cycle to the lead, is going back down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, we only have a few cars left on the top. They all are cycling to the bottom.
Still inside.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is like the top lane still got the faster push and is still like we're all cycling forward. I'm third car in line on the outside now.
Still inside.
I say if you hear a clear low, you take it.
I mean, not at the moment.
Still inside.
Yeah, you still going forward.
We're going way forward.
If one of those two other guys drops, though, you're going straight to the back.
No, I think we've actually got more cars lined up on top than on bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only a few.
No. Like the top line is just pushing itself past the bottom line a little bit every lap. If I get to the front, I'll probably try to stay high.
Let's favor stuff as best we can. Still inside.
See if I can form single file high and lead this thing for a little bit. That'd be fun.
The thing I like about being on the bottom is I'm able to save some fuel here. I wonder if I can get to 40.
Oh, that's a
The
good
guys
call.
On the top don't have a prayer of getting to 40.
That's a good call. I might want to drop in line on the bottom and just save. I want to get at least one lap led.
Checked.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call.
Still inside.
But let's see if we can get the lead right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, saving fuel on lap one is asking a lot of the field to stay green.
I mean, it's top split. We very well could. Oh, wait, actually, I'm fine on fuel. I've got 36 laps remaining right now, and I'm on lap 9. I don't need to worry about fuel. We're getting to 40, no problem here.
Okay, there you go.
I was looking at it, and it said 38. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm like, wait, I don't need that number to be 40. I've got 7 laps under my belt already.
No one's getting to 50, right? That's like
No, that's not going to happen.
Because these things have bigger fuel cells. Isn't it like 20 gallons?
Couldn't tell you.
Something.
Let me actually, I need to remember to go. I think it's, yeah, it's 20. So, yeah, a little bit bigger fuel cell.
Top line is falling apart in my race.
Yeah, I think on the first stop I might go ahead and go 4 tires just to see what that looks like. It'll probably be about the same as a full tank. Because I think these pit stops are a little bit faster with the single lug.
Still there, right?
I don't know if iRacing's calculated that in.
Still inside. Still inside. Stay with him.
Hey, now everyone's at the wall.
Didn't I not tell you that that was what was going to happen?
Well, that happened in a hurry.
Still inside.
Once someone decides to just not drop down to the low line and everyone figures it out, the high line just rips faster in these things.
Still there. Still there.
Still trying to see if the guy who's leading right now is going to figure that out in our race or not. Because we're still side by side for the lead.
Still there. Quarter. Still there. Quarter.
Manes is already up to 8th. I can actually see him in my mirror now.
Still there. Quarter inside. Last lap was good. That's where you need to be. Keep it up. Still inside. Still there, right next to you.
What I'm not going to do is stick it 3 wide right now. There doesn't seem to be any point in doing that.
Go 3 wide if you're going to the wall around somebody, but definitely don't go to the middle.
Yeah.
Still inside.
You want to be on the yellow or against the wall.
Yes, sir. Yep, we're...
Still inside.
The guy leading the high line has figured out that staying in the high line is the better play.
Yep.
Be Parker.
Now, if you're running 5th or 6th, you could tandem up the middle.
Still there.
You could get a few
inside.
rows doing that if you have somebody you really trust.
Right. And a connection that you really trust. And their connection that you really trust.
Yep.
Yeah, we're 3 cars clear on the top now.
You're clear.
And I'm in 3rd place in the Daytona 500.
Sit there.
Yeah.
Turn ride.
This is feels like a pretty safe spot to be at the moment.
Still there. Clear if you need it.
Think of it as 5 40-lap races.
That's,
The
yeah,
first 4 don't count.
right.
1, 2, and 3 are riding, and 4 is getting qualified for the 5th one.
Basically, yeah. That's a good way to think of it.
Quarter.
Accurate.
Still inside. Still inside. Still there, inside. Still inside.
These races are so long, man. It's such a mental game. Well, the inside line got a little bit organized and got to push back up.
Inside.
All it takes is the second guy to know how to push.
Mm-hmm.
Making tandem huge.
Yeah. Again, it's just like with the way that contact works in these cars, it can be such a risky proposition to do that.
These guys have been doing that all week.
Right,
The one
that's
I'm
true.
racing with,
Still
I
inside.
don't think they're super nervous.
Well, the thing is like with the connection stuff, it can be completely out of your hands. It's just luck.
This is the first time around.
They're also really good at saving their race cars.
Right, there's that.
It's weird to think that they had
Like,
5, but I went by it.
Some of those guys are running like 250 degrees on their wheels and stuff. You couldn't spin them if you wanted to.
Where the second car is in the top line, when the leader goes to the middle,
Still there.
put him in the middle.
Yeah, we don't need to be 3 wide this early, guys.
Why not?
People trying to go up the middle. They'll go back.
No, someone like 10 rows back just said
Down doing that.
when the leader goes to the middle, just put him in the middle. And it's like, we don't need to be playing with that right now.
Still
I
inside.
would.
Well, you can do that when you're the second place car, but don't be telling other people how to drive their race cars when you're 10 rows back.
Still inside.
I'm not a believer in there's like a lap where 3 wide's okay. I think it's lap 1.
Still there.
That's fine. I'm just, you know, risk versus reward.
Still there.
There's no reward. Like, there's nothing to be gained from leading lap 17 of the Daytona 500. And it means nothing.
Hanging guys out to dry and doing stuff like that is a good way to get some dancing partners for later in the race. I'm in the Dale Jr. school of that.
Or lose some dancing partners.
Yeah, I'm going with the guy that's going forward.
Your door.
That's fair. That's fair.
Nice work, boss.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
They
great
see
work.
that you're going to be aggressive, so they're more likely to stick with you, even though you burned that bridge with the guy that you left hanging.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
If that guy in front of me goes to the middle and I'm on the wall and I got to run, I'm going around him.
Mm-hmm.
Stay ahead of him. Not that fast.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it can be... The thing is that if it puts him in a spot where he can choose to try to block late, and then it's a 50-50 deal what happens with that.
Yep.
Still inside.
But that's racing.
That is racing. I'd just rather do that in the last 10 than the first 10.
Right. As long as you can do it clean,
Still
you're all
inside.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And be aware of it when you're, know that when you're, if you get off that wall, someone's going to fill that gap on you.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, part of the reason why I don't want to punish him for going to the middle either is that, like, he's going down there to try to side draft the guy and pull our lane further forward. So it's better for our lane to work with him when he does that rather than to try to hang him.
right.
Still inside.
He's actually doing the right thing as the leader.
Still inside.
There we go. We got a little bit of push. We got
Still inside.
the leader back. We got a nose back out front on the top side again.
Still inside. Still there at your door. Not bad. Looking good.
Yeah, my default mentality is usually like just be clean, finish the race, don't try to,
Still inside.
don't try to run as hard as you can every lap and this and that, but
There.
sometimes I have to
That's a
break
good
myself
job.
of that habit
Inside,
myself,
inside, inside.
like these guys, you're racing lap 1 and get as far forward every lap as you can, and like that's how they race, and if you don't also have that mentality, like you can scam some finishes, like
there.
outthinking and outweighting them, but the longer I've been doing this, the more I don't like racing that way.
Yeah, exactly. The guys who win races are going for the win from the drop of the green flag the full way.
Exactly. Maybe
And-
the pros a little different because it's points racing,
Still
but
inside.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even in that one,
No tires
look
on
who
it.
won
You're doing
top
a good
split.
job.
Seth DeMerchant, who is exactly like, he goes out there and runs for the win the whole way, and it works.
yep.
On your clear.
No, I will say in Road to Pro, I don't almost care about
Still inside.
wins, right? Like the winning is getting into the next round.
Still there right next
Right,
to
but wins also give you the most points.
yes.
you. Still inside.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
What was the strategy that you employed when you won your Daytona 500 last year?
Get out in front, out of the last pit stop. So
Right.
find the right group. But that race was a fuel race. And I saved a bunch of fuel riding around in like 10th. And I was the first one to go. Like I knew I was good on fuel, you know, having my little race labs thing up.
Yeah.
And I just went straight to the lead. And then as soon as I went, everybody else went. But I had that like half a lap advantage.
Still inside.
Right on.
And that's what kind of did it. And then I was in a lead for a GWC, and in that last package, so, you know, if you were leading, you had a pretty good shot at winning. That, you know, as long as the top line didn't clear you, you were going to win it.
I'm getting the feeling that tires just might not matter at all in these cars. I'm not hearing any tire scuff at all in the corners.
Right.
We might pull into pit road and they might still be at 100%. The only thing is temperature and having being skatey.
Like they'll go into a corner on the top and get tight and hit the wall. Like I've seen a bunch of that on streams.
Yeah.
And so I'm almost wondering if having some right side tires is actually important.
Still inside.
They give you 7 sets, so changing them each time you do a full tank is probably a good idea.
Still there.
I would imagine with 20 gallons and single lugs, like you should be able to do 4.
They should be free.
Clear low.
Yeah.
Inside. Still inside. Still inside.
Yeah, we're going way more than 40, yeah.
Still inside.
It is crazy that this really is, you know, it's not
Still there.
quite like it was in like the late 90s, early 2000s, but it's pretty close to like mid 2000s.
Still inside.
Yeah, I thought the truck race was, I think the truck's draft package is pretty nice. Like it looks like a 90s, like a late 90s, early 2000s cup race.
No, they couldn't suck up, like they couldn't bunch up the way that was. The trucks are way too stuck.
I mean,
In the
like,
late 90s,
before the big
handling still
3
mattered.
packs. I mean, like late 90s, like when Senior won his 500, where it was
Yeah.
too wide.
But like handling still mattered in those.
It mattered last night. Did you watch your race?
Still inside.
I did. I saw a lot of wrecked trucks spinning on their own.
Yeah, lots of guys getting tight, loose on exit.
Yeah.
Still inside.
Now, that could be lack of skill as much as handling, but
I think that was broken equipment.
yeah, that could be too.
Still inside.
Yeah, it was interesting in the Daytona test. Guys really weren't sucking up very well. And then the moment you put them in a race situation, they were sucking up just fine. So it was more,
Funny how that works, isn't it?
yeah, it's funny how tests don't really, or nothing like it. And even the,
'Cause they're not-
were like a quasi-test.
Because they're not testing racing. They've got a whole bunch of stuff on there, and they're just trying to collect data that they can use to gain a competitive advantage. They're not trying to race.
Yeah, the suck-up was just absolutely massive in those duels.
Mm-hmm.
It did what the diffuser promised to do.
Still inside.
Well, the diffuser should actually reduce the amount of suck-up because it makes the air cleaner rather than dirtier. Dirty air is
Yeah,
what
but
helps
you're
you with the
getting more
suck-up.
draft, But you're getting, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I was thinking in the corners you wouldn't get the dirty air, so you wouldn't push as much through the corners as a trailing car.
No, but that's not, like, with drafting, dirty air helps you draft, but it hurts you in the corners. But since
a
these corners are
straight
so big, the dirty air doesn't, like, the dirty air just doesn't matter because you're still full throttle through the corner anyway.
Yeah, that sounds right. I know
So,
the side draft is
Still there right next.
way reduced.
yeah, mainly because they straightened them out, and yeah, I think that actually don't know what all was involved with that, but yeah, I think it was tucking in the fenders and stuff. So
Yeah,
there's
everything's
less of
tucked in
a parachute. So because the whole thing with the side draft is you're packing air in under the other guy's right rear, and I think that with the way that they've reshaped the fenders, there's less parachute effect when you do that. And I think that with the diffuser, they may have also given a channel for some of that air to escape too.
Right, that makes sense.
I'm not sure if that's accurate, but those are a couple those are a couple things that I think could play into reducing the effect of a side draft. But again, also, like, I don't think we've seen them actually try to side draft yet.
Right,
Like,
just here and there, yeah.
yeah, we haven't seen them try to optimize that part of the meta yet. All we've seen them do is play with it for like one quarter and be like, oh, okay, that's what that does. And then they file it away and keep it in their back pocket to use later.
Right.
Still there.
Yeah, I
inside.
saw a few aggressive ones, and they just didn't do much. But we're gonna see a whole lot of. We're gonna learn a lot on Sunday.
Yeah.
Still
It's
there.
crazy how, like, lap over lap, just based on the way that we're organized and stuff, it can be like as much as 0.2 of a second variation lap to lap in terms of how we're doing on lap time.
How much slower are we this year versus last year?
I couldn't tell you.
So I think we were pretty. I think we're about 10 miles an hour slower, maybe.
Could be.
We're kind of going the same speed the trucks go.
Still there.
Mm-hmm.
Still inside. Clear low. Inside.
Is he brake dragging me? Is that why I'm going so slow here? Or did they just get a really good tandem in the bottom line when he dropped?
Still inside. Still there. Quarter.
Because now I'm the second car in line and the bottom line is pulling on us.
Still there. Door. Still there. Still inside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still inside. Still there.
I'm gonna drop to the back, and I just got to the lead. I'm gonna drop to the back and try to do it again.
Right on.
Still there.
That was
Your
kinda
door
fun.
inside.
Just tandem somebody right up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Your oil tank is getting hot.
This is when I gotta learn that, right? Like,
Yep.
I want to have that in my pocket.
I'm bailing on that push and
Still on the inside.
as my temps got too high. I don't know why this is being so ineffective with me as the second car now.
You might have to make a little contact with that bumper.
Oh, I was pushing him all the way down and I got my oil temp too high, so I don't know if he's dragging his brake or why we're not going all of a sudden, but we're falling back.
Thank you.
Still there. Clear, clear. Inside,
I'm just learning right now.
inside only. Still with you inside. Still inside.
Really care about track position right now. I'm just all about learning.
Mm-hmm.
Still inside your door.
I'm trying to see how pit stops are going to work. I really don't want to get hung, so
Still there.
if we can get down to the low line, I'm going to try to do that.
What are you, about 9-10 laps away?
Yeah, 10 laps right now on fuel.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. I think that some folks in the low line might drop at 40.
Oh, I think they'll drop before that, but yeah. Guys get pretty nervous.
Still there.
Oh, dropping to the low line, yeah, I think guys will drop before 40, but I think guys in the low line might pit right at 40 just to go right on the quote-unquote optimal, so I think we'll be able to get down before we're in trouble.
Man, I would be so surprised by that. Like, yeah, they might do that, but that's just not a good. Like, you want to go every lap you can, right? Like, if it does go green all the way, you want your last pit stop to be as short as possible.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's a lot of laps. You're giving up 3 times, like, 5 pit cycles. Like, you're just, you won't even hang with the main draft if you did that all day on that.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is making sure that you pit with guys who are going to be fast and get reorganized quickly.
Yep. Oh, they're wrecking mine.
Oh, that sucks.
It's on pit road, going on down to the pit road. No caution.
Oh, they're pitting early in yours.
I don't think they were trying to pit. I think they got hooked.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they got wrecked going down pit road, but I don't think they were trying to pit.
Right on. Understood. 10-4 driver.
He got turned. TRRRND.
Still inside.
I'm gonna pit as late as I can.
Still inside.
I just need to get down to the low line at some points so that I can pit without trying to cross from the high line to the low line.
Still there.
I don't want to be in an out of gas scenario.
Remember, you can always, as long as you can make it. It's like if you pit a lap after a group, you'll still be in with them.
Right.
Like, you're right, because like you come out ahead of them onto the back straightaway, and even if you lost that 1 lap of draft, you get their draft once they're coming by you, and you just hook right up with them. As long as you don't mess up your stop.
Yep.
Still there. Your oil temp is getting hot.
So where do you brake?
My braking point is
The truck?
oh, for pitting? I have no idea. I've done only in practice. There we go. Get someone else up leading the high line. This 33 car was a good pusher, but him leading and me pushing is not working for whatever reason.
Right. Yeah, in the old A car, I was always kind of my move is just right around at the back end of the main pack and then just destroy them all onto pit road as they're all like being really careful and braking early for each other. Just go really high or really low and pass them all.
Inside.
Or just pit a lap later and do the same.
Still there, quarter.
Now we're trying to side draft and the top line's dissolving a little bit.
That's it. If we can get on the doors a little push in the corners, sometimes we can get a run going.
I think I'm going to go to the front again.
Yeah.
Still inside.
Everyone's getting down to the bottom, so I'm just going to roll the top.
Dude, I got so many spots in Road to Pro doing that. Oh, everyone's bailing to the bottom. I've been saving fuel. I can go a couple extra laps. Let me just get all the spots back that I lost hugging the bottom.
Yep.
In 1 lap. That was so funny.
As soon as everybody started doing it, I was like, let's just go to the top.
Get a look at it. Just start getting a look at it. Still there.
I also like it when everybody's on the bottom. You can just roll the top a little bit, and if there's a wreck, you can like no one's in front of you, no one's behind you.
Right.
Body's gonna give you a whoop whoop. Still there.
Oh, I love when they give me a whoop whoop.
Keep it rolling, baby. Looking good. Still inside.
And now I'm the front car in the lead draft. Cool.
Well, we got guys pitting on lap 40. You're right.
I told you, man.
A few laps longer than that.
Yep, so I'm not worried about getting to the inside line right away. I figure that pit stops will shake things up and I'll be able to get down to the low line.
Working the bottom, inside. Still there. Still there. All clear.
No, most of the field pit will have 40 Gs.
Mm-hmm. So I can go 2 more laps.
24 is pitting this lap.
I'm gonna go 1 lap longer at least.
I'm gonna try to pit 43, I think.
Inside. And you're doing a damn good job, you know that? Clear.
5 when you pitting.
Man, you've been doing a hell of a job, buddy.
I can go like 2 more laps.
10-4.
You guys
I'll go
wanna
with
pit
you.
43.
Black already. Bit.
Take it, man. Just a few more.
We leading laps.
You leading a lap?
We leading laps.
You love to see it.
Get my sponsor some TV time, which appear to be the color black and nothing else.
29 pitting this lap.
36 pitting this lap.
Eddie Todd pitting 10, pitting the top.
26 pitting
That was a good little run there. Go ahead and bring it in a pit this time.
What's
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
How long can you go?
I got 3.1 in the tank left.
Goodness me, they're saving some fuel back there.
Outside, outside.
I
Clear
can go
outside.
3 more. You can. Barely.
Leader pit road.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
Ah, I wish my
Hi, Aggie.
countdown worked.
Aggie's on my pit board in this car.
Nice.
Send this lap. 28 pitting.
Go man, go, go man, go. The road speed all the way down.
Pitting.
I beat the whole back out of pit road by almost
Clear,
a second.
clear.
Nicely done. I did
Really,
not.
They're gonna gobble me up.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, good execution.
Leaders on pit road.
Stint 1.
On this lap, Casey.
You love to see it. And yeah, tires were completely free, so I see no reason not to continue doing that.
Yeah, I'm assuming everyone in front of us is coming in too. I could go 1 more, but I'm gonna do it by myself.
I can go 1 more.
Outside quarter.
Yeah, agree.
I can go 1
Unless you're taking less fuel.
Clear high.
Right, yeah, so the last stop it might be no tires, but, or just rights. Not that tires matter, everything was 99 all around.
I feel like we're really tight on pit exit, so if I was under green, I would probably take rights to loosen that car up a little bit.
Right on.
Leader pit road.
I just don't want the car to step out at all going loose because it responds so differently when it breaks traction.
Yeah, you're trying to win though.
Yep. Probably just missed an opportunity to try to go up high and around these guys and take some spots, but well. No sweat right now.
Alright, I'm going way low here, David.
I think
I'm going,
Manes
like,
has
last
cycled to
box
the
on
lead
pit road,
here.
so.
meter pit road.
Looks like we're going to start out to be around the top 10.
Inside. Clear, clear.
Gotta go 3.
Inside. Still inside. Two inside. 1 inside.
I will be following the 31 of Garrett Manes in the high line. Wherever he goes, I will go.
Still there.
He jumped down to the low line. Disappoint.
Still inside.
I got Dylan leading our line up here, it looks like.
Oh yeah, you're getting him.
Oh, maybe not.
Dylan Reed in that race?
Dylan Ault.
Still inside.
Is Dylan Reed in that race?
Not that I've seen.
That's too bad Agnell couldn't run this one.
Still there.
Yeah.
He's a very good plate racer.
Oh, Dylan's right in front of me. He's not leading it. He's just... I'll stick with Dylan. You love to see it.
Still inside.
DPs, thank you. Appreciate you. Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention to chat. Lot to focus on here.
Inside clear. Inside.
Inside line is formed up right now.
We're 2 lines,
Mm-hmm.
equal lines.
Yeah, we've got 2 lines, but the inside line's making ground on the outside line right now. I'm stuck in the high line,
Clear.
but we've seen that, you know, that can vary lap to lap.
Inside. Still
This
there.
lap, the inside line's looking more scattered and the outside line's a little bit better.
Still inside your door. Still there. Still there.
Yeah, we're pulling back on them on the outside. Big time this lap.
Still inside. Clear low if you need it.
Could take that, but I don't want to.
Inside. Still there.
Let's just spend 3 hours on the outside at Daytona. How's that sound?
The only thing I don't like about that is
Still inside.
just when that wreck happens, you're in it.
Oh, I know. That was the anxiety underpinning that statement.
But you know what? You're going for the win and top split, and you get
Right.
the wreck on the bottom line too. It's like you're only just reducing the chance a tiny bit, really. I mean,
I was in the wreck I was on the bottom line when I got in the wreck in Road to Pro,
exactly. Like,
and I think there were guys in the top line that missed it.
right.
So
I would say your percentages are better on the bottom, but
it always
not
feels
like
that
it's-
way.
it's not night and day.
Yeah,
Still inside.
certainly always feels that way.
It's like playing a really good first word in Wordle versus an average first word.
Clear inside.
Right. I always play stare. S-T-A-R-E.
Still there at your door.
Well, that's a good one, yeah.
It's not the most optimal, but it's the one that I picked.
Still there.
I might change it up actually, because I have found that one of the weaknesses of it is that it seems to
Inside.
put me into second and third guesses that are still like really hard.
Okay, a guy just got tight and clobbered the wall.
Oh wow.
What is that? I've seen that on streams.
Still inside.
I wonder if that's a netcode thing.
No, he got tight.
Oh weird.
Like he said, the person behind him did something to his car that made it tight.
Might have touched it in a weird spot.
Still there. Inside.
Just lifted the tires for a second.
Yeah, but you would think if it was a hit, he would have said, "Oh, that was a bad hit." But he said, "You made me tight."
Still inside.
Weird. Is it an air bubble thing?
Still inside.
Something with the
I've got no
diffuser?
idea. Yeah, no clue.
I'm sure the community will have it figured it out by the time we're at Talladega or something.
Yeah, because I remember watching, I think it was a Kirwan stream, where Casey was right on somebody through the corner. They like got tight on exit out of 2, and then that person got mad at Casey for being like too much on him or something. Like it confused me.
I'm trying to be respectful about proximity to the other car when I'm in a corner.
I would never think at Daytona being right behind somebody would make them push up out of exit. Like I don't get that.
Yeah, that's new.
Like,
I'll have to think on that.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be a jerk.
Clear. Working the bottom, inside. Still inside.
Just had a pretty solid check up there. I'm actually going to go down to the low line. I'm seeing some stuff in that top line that's making me nervous right now.
Outside. Still outside. Still outside.
Got one guy here just spent the whole race a lap down begging for a wreck.
Still outside.
I hate when that happens. When you like mess up on your pits. I did that one year in the 500. I messed up on a pit, like my first pit stop, got trapped a lap down, and it just spiraled. Like I never was able to recover. Just put me in a cycle of sad.
That happened to Brian in Road to Pro. Sped on the first pit stop. There was just never a caution.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Are you kidding me right now?
He raced with a lucky dog the rest of the race, but didn't matter.
Right.
He actually even did have a wreck, but just iRacing's caution detection sometimes isn't perfect, you know?
Still there.
Mm-hmm.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
Well, that real life caution detection yesterday in the truck race was wild.
Quarter outside.
Right.
They had that caution triggered by that guy wasn't even like fully sideways.
Going high, they're not supposed to out, that'd be great.
They got him like a foot before they hit the line.
Just trying to get picked up along the lead drive.
Still there.
Yeah, I got
I was so skeptical. I was like, no way. They showed it. It was on. They threw it.
Outside.
Oh, you're talking about the one right at the end of the race where they got it before the white flag, just barely before the white,
Yeah.
and then Zane still won.
Yeah, he had to earn that. I like Zane Smith like as a
Yeah,
driver.
I
He's very good.
I like him a lot
Still out there.
more than I did because of the way that he won that race. Like that, he earned me as a fan by winning the race in that way. That was cool.
I think we should throw that love sponsorship on our cars so we win at Daytona.
Right? We're gonna end up tumbling at Talladega though. We got to be careful about that.
Right.
Outside quarter. Still there. Clear high, clear high.
So I can't see anybody out there. Was that just me or everybody?
That's a main family blink. Don't worry about it.
I think it's cool how much more there is to the draft
about that,
package
David.
than there
I had to
was
check out
when we
Mhm.
first started iRacing.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
I
so
agree.
algorithmic when we started. Like when this happened, you did this. Like I feel like it's much more in the driver's hands right now.
Yeah, you've got some tools. They have improved the netcode a lot. Like you can get a lot closer to guys without contact happening than you used to be able to.
In and out. Still there, still there. One outside.
I think I won
Clear
stage
high,
one.
Outside. In and out. One outside. Clear.
That was not a good bump. I don't know what happened there, but that wasn't fun. Thanks for everyone else for keeping their heads there. I almost got turned.
Uh-oh.
Like big time. No, it fortunately there was a gap for me to fit into on the low line, and so instead of going into a guy on the low line, I just was able to save it.
That's good.
Outside, outside. Can't tell yet. Clear.
We're
Yeah,
single
I was
file
thinking
for
around.
like
Right up there.
20 cars now. I didn't even see if it was the purple car or the lap down car that. Oh, wreck.
Radio check. Victor,
Thank
guys,
God.
1212.
We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping.
Big wreck.
Make it through.
Nice first run, guys. Yeah, it was behind me.
That's good.
Man, we're doing so good. I appreciate you.
I'm just gonna do no tires and top off the fuel.
About to be up there. Matt.
All right, looks like lining up
It's
behind
lap
three.
59, so
Yeah.
I don't know how the math works on that, but yeah.
That opens up lots of different strategies.
Right.
160, that's like kind of divisible
DC
by
Debu,
40.
how you doing? Taylor, how's it going?
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind
Mm.
three.
I hit the brake. The guy behind me ran me.
I think
No,
you
it's
could
a-
two-stop it.
Caradwin, I'm with you, man. It's such a hard problem to solve.
The road's open.
What they're trying to, the problem statement that iRacing is attempting to solve just is massive.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, man,
I don't think you can two-stop it. I think you're a few
You
laps
got
short
enough
of
time.
two-stopping it, but you
Most
have a lot
likely.
more options by
I can show
pitting.
you my input, Seth.
Yeah,
Literally,
that would
I
be,
mastered
well,
brakes when I saw you check
I've
them
got
out.
140 laps to go.
You're good.
So-
I mean, in case you didn't get out of the way. I was
You can do
gonna come over to
43
you
a
like this.
run. That's
But,
129.
Dude, it's
for a straight
close.
run.
It's actually really close.
You're good, man.
129 to 143, about 10 laps short. I mean, you could save more, but like 43 is like not doing a ton of saving.
43 is basically doing no saving. You're just riding in the draft as normal.
Yeah, in the draft, not leading.
Right. And
5,
on the
4,
high line.
3,
So I was like,
2,
the least optimal way to do.
stop on the sign.
Go, you go, 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 go.
But it's, you know, if you got even 2 more laps, all 3 runs by saving big, you still wouldn't make it.
Yeah. What is 140 divide by 3? It's
What, it's
47?
20
47?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh,
46
you
point
know what?
something.
It's actually really close. And since there's going to be a couple laps of caution in here,
Yeah.
Greg Biffle did make the Daytona 500.
How are you gonna save 3.5 laps? That's a lot of fuel saving, and stay with the pack.
Well, I'm going to run down on the bottom and try to be in just a more conservative thing without giving up track position and see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna give you 3-4 laps, but worth a
Probably
shot.
not. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, try to hold my position on the low line and drive with a fuel save mindset as opposed to driving with a go get every position mindset and see what it looks like.
I basically did that the first run, and I got about 44 laps.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's I wouldn't give up any track position to do that strategy. That's
That's probably a
long
good
shot
call.
on top of a long shot. Like it's a long shot that you'd save the fuel.
watch
and it's
out
a
for
long
those
shot that'll
lines.
go green.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not worth giving up the track position because like the odds of you getting wrecked from giving up that track position are so much higher than that strategy works.
One to go.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
I'm restarting on the outside line too.
Yeah, just
buddy.
track
Line up
position.
behind the
Do what you've been
Mhm.
doing.
Yep.
You were driving with Garrett Manes, you're doing it right.
Yeah, I've got Garrett Manes and Dylan Ault right around me here. Garrett's leading,
that up.
and Dylan's going to be restarting next to me in 7th.
Yeah. Don't overthink it and get.
Don't
yourself
outthink
out
the
of
pros.
That's the position you want to be in.
I got Casey Kirwan restarting right behind me too, and Garrett Konrath restarting right in front of me. So that's a change from where I was when you first started watching my stream, Nate. Actually, some of those names are the same. They just have black badges now. Like when you first started.
Coke 600, where you were running with them like a couple
Konrath,
years ago. It was-
yeah, that was Kirwan won and Konrath finished 2nd, and I finished 3rd. But
you
that
were
was
right with them.
that was a very abnormal thing to happen back then. This is actually more normal now. Like back then, I was an imposter. Right now, I feel like this is more accurate. I was in the 29 car in that race too.
Don't touch
Nice.
the drive, kids.
I love that paint scheme too. That was that Stars and Stripes Corey Bush car that I did. That one was really cool.
We've made it back to 7th.
How's your temps look there under caution?
Temps look great under caution. Thanks for asking, Chad.
Pace car's off. Be ready. Be ready. Green, green, green. Inside. Still there. Still there. Still there.
My squeaky gas pedal's back now all of a sudden. You'll love to see it.
Still inside.
Just gonna put myself in 5th now.
Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Still with you inside. Still there on the bottom.
I'm hoping to dip below 200 for the first time in years, maybe by the end of next week.
Clear.
It's 202.8 this morning.
Inside. Still there, inside. All clear, my man. Inside, inside.
Outside
inside.
line's not real well formed up right now.
All clear. Inside. Clear. Outside, outside. Still outside. Still outside. Still there at your door.
You need to run a little higher on the straightaways, Bradley. Just kind of drag
Door
you back.
outside.
Keep back up a little bit.
Checkups are killer.
Still outside. Still outside. Still out there.
Push the on the back.
Working the outside.
Just got like one guy that's just spent the entire race complaining and cussing
Working the
on
outside.
their radio. There's always one.
Still there.
Yeah, everyone loves that guy too. So
No.
popular. It's a great way to win friends and influence people.
Outside.
No offense to you, but oftentimes it's a streamer. Not that you ever do it, but they're like mad they're not getting giving a good stream.
I would say that there are races where I've been the guy that complains and everyone's mad at. I think that's a fair thing.
You will complain to your chat, but you don't get on like the radio and just like try to hog it, like trying to ruin everyone else's time.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe for like the minute after you got wrecked, but
The minute after I got wrecked is usually not a fun time to be in chat with me, I'm being honest. I've got
I
a
got
decent
pushed
amount
to
of
the
self-awareness there. Oh, that
I'm
sucks.
done.
Oh no.
Yep. They didn't. People behind me just didn't check up. I was trying to stop for the wreck, and they just got pushed right into it.
That sucks. Yeah, man, you can get crazy suck up in these cars. You lay back a little bit, you can get such a huge run.
Clear up top.
I don't see myself wanting to run with a damaged car in my alt account.
Yeah,
Another
no.
good thing about alt accounts.
You can just bail without worrying about it.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair.
And just instead of having to practice and watch streams, I actually got to go out and do it. Right? 'Cause on my, if I didn't have an alt, I I'd be like doing A-fix and practicing, and you know, that just would be less fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it is unfair.
I just do all of that. I just do all of that on my
team's
main.
Because I'm on my alt, everyone in here is advantaged by that, right? Because I'm going to quit.
All clear on my
Everyone in, well, but everyone in there is also disadvantaged because they beat a 6K guy and they only got the benefit of beating a 4,500 guy.
Yeah.
So, like, that's
Yeah,
my
but I
issue
don't-
with alts
but
is
I
the way
run
that
it
it breaks
like
the
I'm
math.
I run it like I'm 45, right? Because I'm just going to quit and not
Right.
gain I rating, you know. So it, I don't know. I don't buy the it changes I rating and points and all that argument. That's like go either way on that.
Well, the thing is like, once you've taken 6,000 I rating out of the system and put it in the bank account of your alt account, then it's even again. But the entire process of you taking 6,000 I rating away from everyone else collectively does imbalance the math.
Yeah, but I only took 45 because I drive it like a 4,500 driver, right? Like where I can win some races, but I quit more and all that. So it
That's
all
fair.
evens out.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Still there.
Yeah, you're basically balanced. But like the thing is, like as you keep running that, it will eventually track to be with your main account.
Nah, because I don't run it like my main account.
Right.
I'm two different people.
But both of those people still have the same amount of car control and driving ability.
But they have different ways of approaching races, which would give them different I rating. I mean, just to the point of
Yeah.
I rating, like, you know, does it change like the point standings and other people's I ratings? I don't think it does.
It does affect the point standings on like when people are running for series. So for example, like when I'm running the NASCAR Legends series and I have 3 pro drivers enter into a race on their alt accounts, that's taking 20 points out of my pocket that could be applied towards the championship, right?
And if I hopped in there on my alt and got a little damage and quit, you would gain more from me being in there.
Trying to line up with you on exit, just right.
I would gain more from you being in there than not racing at all. That's true. But the thing is that, you know, like if, for example,
Count guys, like, there's
Yeah.
a reason why their I ratings are low, because they don't.
well, usually it's because they're new. Like, you know, like,
Or even old ones, right? Like, it's because you don't care about, you know, grinding and, you know, getting those extra few points or this or that. So, like, I think
yeah.
I think
Rachel,
it's
what's
accurate.
going on?
If I hopped in my alt into a 87, I think you would, you know, I'd race a little, I'd probably run a little bit further up than I would than a 4,500 you'd expect, but then I'd also quit a lot more than you'd expect for a 45, and it'd even out.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Oh, if I have 2.5 minutes of option, 3.5 minutes of optional, my junk.
I don't know. That's what, like, before you decide to quit it, it's worth finding out how competitive your car is still.
Right. I have 3.5 and I got laps, so it's probably 4.5.
Yeah. It wasn't clear, by the way. They said that they were going to be tweaking things with the car and, like, the damage. It wasn't clear if they were actually adding new damage onto the cars or if they were just tweaking the values on the current damage model. Yeah, I'm doing well, Rachel. Good to see you. Miss you as well. Snerlin, how you doing? Afternoon Tona, exactly. This is afternoon Tona, as opposed to night Tona.
Side. Still there at the bottom. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Clear. Inside. Still inside. Quarter inside.
Got like 5 cars on the high line right now. Everyone's down low. I've jumped back up to the high line to see if I can gain a few spots.
Still inside.
Ooh, I'm wide on way under 2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole engine damage thing is so silly.
Still there.
Like, looking back on the shot I took in Road to Pro, that was a harder hit than I thought, so...
That was a huge hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Bounce off that wall.
the amount of damage that I took was probably actually fair. That probably should have, like, ended my race no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
But the way that it ended my race was annoying. Like the fact that it was engine damage instead of suspension damage was like, eh. But I should have pit.
Your race is over before it's over. It's annoying.
Yeah, I should have pit. Pitting in hindsight would have given me a better chance at a better finish. Hey, Paw Tuckett. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 2 months. Really appreciate you. You're doing the 500 tomorrow night, right on. I haven't decided if I'm running tomorrow night as well.
Depends on when the real one finishes.
Depends on when the real one finishes, and it depends on if I want to spend any time on the sim tomorrow running this again or practicing for Rockingham. Which, given that I'm running today, I may just do practice for Rockingham tomorrow.
What's going to Rockingham, the 87s?
Yeah. Second to last race of the season. We got Rockingham and Pocono, and I'm like 9 points out of the points lead right now.
Okay, so you need a good finish.
My plan is to win out. Good finish means win.
For the championship.
Brandon Sox. And I don't know if Sean Butler is still in the hunt for it or not. It depends. Like Sean Butler and Benjamin Frisch, which I think is Michael Frisch's alt, are in the hunt. You know, pending them actually completing the 8 races.
That's impressive to get a championship in your alt, because you just lowered the strength of fields in every single one of your races.
Right.
That's cool.
So yeah,
have you done any practice at Rockingham? How is?
I haven't yet. I just know that the car. I'm feel pretty strong there, so I couldn't hop in there with no practice, but I don't feel the need to do 3 days worth of practice either. I'll go do some practice tomorrow, do some warm-up before the race on Monday, and I'll be good to go.
Once you got the roll speed for turn 1 down.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, what I've been learning in those cars is the way that, like, at braking tracks, really finessing the brake, really extending those braking zones and making it really long with just, like, a little flavor of brake pedal to get the car to wrap the way that you want. Man, it makes so much difference in terms of roll speed through the corner and how you manage your tires. You know, it's like I was saying last night in the Flavortown channel. It's all about how you like layer the seasoning, layer your ingredients in to build the sauce. Racing and cooking, there's the overlap. Things you thought you'd never learn watching John Theodore's Twitch stream.
He keeps doing that, go around him.
Oh, homie got hung. Homie got back in line in a very aggressive manner. I'm being so nice right now. It's all give and take.
Still there. Still inside.
See, but that's why giving nice pays off. It cost me 1 spot in the outside line, but now that we're reorganized quicker because I did that, we're not wrecked, and now we're passing cars again because we're decently organized again up top. That's why you gotta pick your spots when you want to be stubborn with stuff and just let stuff go. Rachel, thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate you. I am doing well. I missed having you in my chat. Hope to continue seeing you in here. I'm going to be trying to do more of these Saturday afternoon streams as the season goes on. I think this is probably when I'll be running my NIS races this year. No promises on that. My schedule gets busy and things can always change, but the way that I'm thinking, like, right now, this is a good time in the week for me to do an NIS race. It fits into my current schedule pretty well. Plus, it's like, this time slot is great to give me a stream that's friendly to my international audience.
Good job, my man. Keep it up. Don't burn them tires off. Still there.
Oh, yeah. Really concerned about burning them tires off. I'm not going to lie. That was at the forefront of my mind.
Still inside.
Daytona and Rockingham, man, the 2 places you just gotta.
Got to worry about this. And Darlington, you know.
Yep.
Still there.
Everyone knows that.
Yep. Not Atlanta. Atlanta's super easy on tires. It's a big track.
I really wonder which Atlanta we're gonna run.
Apparently, there was a thread on the iRacing forums where
Non-committal answer.
where they seemed to be indicating that it was going to be the old Atlanta, but yeah, like
They said it'll be the current Atlanta.
oh good lord, that doesn't mean anything.
Like 3 different ways.
Yeah, and 2 of them will be wrong.
the current way on the sim, the current way in real life, the current way as in right now, the current way
Right.
as in 2 weeks. What is that?
Current Atlanta, so it'll be a dirt track.
Right. No,
It won't be paved. Oh, is it paved?
Well, there's already been practices. They had a truck practice.
Right on.
Still there. Inside.
Oh, that's right. They did have the like a cup car test session a while back. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they needed to figure out the tire and I think they committed to the restricted
Yeah.
plate package.
Still there. Quarter.
To the
I think
the
510.
No, I thought they were running
could be
670
wrong.
everywhere except Daytona and Talladega.
No, I could be giving fake news here to your stream. Somebody fact check that.
Yeah.
Or they've been non-committal too, but I thought I heard they're running the plate package. That could have been just for the trucks that I heard that. I don't know.
Gosh, I hope they don't. 670 would be, if they do 670 there, it'll be like I think we actually have a chance at that being a really good race. It could look very similar to like 1997 Daytona,
Still there.
Yeah,
which could actually be a really really good race.
Still inside your door.
I feel like I'm a really good third car in line. That seemed to be my strength. Like I wasn't that great at being the second car. I wasn't that great at being the leader. I'm a good third car in line.
Third place is just the second loser.
Yep.
What they always say.
Inside. Quarter.
They say a lot of things, and half of them are wrong.
Still there. Your door. Caution. Out.
We got a yellow.
Stop in the back.
Well, now this makes the pit strategy really easy since we're at lap 83.
What the fuck
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can easily two-stop that.
Send someone.
Right, yeah, that's just a normal run now.
Or one stop that. Sorry.
This is a ridiculous checkup.
Yeah.
No, two-stop that. Two-stop that. Not 83 to go.
I got the back of
Lap
me.
Yeah,
83.
lap 83. I'm actually going to get a tear off on this pit stop. My windshield is a mess. Good racing there again, guys. That was fun.
Behind the gate.
What track is the oldest pavement? Dover.
I think it's Auto Club actually.
Not enough cars in our line.
Dover's surface was paved in 95 before Auto Club existed.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Concrete always lasts longer. The oldest asphalt is Auto Club.
I
Gotcha.
think from now on, I'm just gonna.
Or no,
drive
wasn't
and
Auto
go
wasn't
back and
Auto
forth
Club
like
repaved
Casey
at one
the other
point,
day
or
and
am I
no fun.
am I?
No, it's bumpy. It's the old. No, it's
Auto
supposed
Club's
to
still
get
the original surface, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's California weather, but still, it is.
Right.
They did some work on it this last off season because, like, literally the cars can't handle the bumps anymore
Right.
at the speed. I'm testing.
And this is the last year that they're doing the Speedway, right? They're gonna do.
That's the plan. The plan
Yeah.
is to turn it into a short track, but like they're still dealing with the state and the city, and at some like they need to get started on the short track immediately after the next weekend, to have it ready for next year.
Yeah.
So I think if they can't start in on it, they're gonna have to just kick the can again.
There's an opportunity there to turn that facility into like a full motorsports complex, though, that like incorporates the short track as part of this, like, because they've still got that massive property. You know what I mean?
Well, the selling of the rest of that property is what pays for the redesign and rebuild,
2,
Okay, gotcha.
1.
because that's really in-demand property, and they've got this giant track on it.
Wait, who in demand for who?
That's all grown. That's all built up out there now.
Go back, go back, go.
That's all built up big time. Like industry parks, campuses for businesses and shipping. It's right on the railroad.
That has changed a lot from when I was there, because when I was there was like nothing out there around Auto Club. Has that all happened in the last few years?
Since I've been out here and going to auto for races like for 5 years, and it's,
Okay.
Behind the 17.
I think it's been pretty built up each time, but it gets more built up every single time.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the last time I was out there was, I want to say 2014. Or yeah, probably 2014 when I went out there for that 7-7 endurance race I did with the Chump Car Endurance Series. That was fun. I would do something like that again at some point if I got the right opportunity.
I think I've been to every Cup race since I've moved out here
I think we should be behind the 17.
5-6 years ago. I think.
Oh, right
I've
on.
been to 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Never. I don't think I've yet to see a good Cup race. Last year's wasn't terrible, actually, but
I saw a pretty good one when I took my girlfriend at the time out to see one out there. Kyle Busch ended up winning, but it was the one where Kyle Larson was ripping the top and charging late and almost got him at the end. I think it would have been Kyle Larson's first win, too. So, like, that was actually a pretty good race.
One to go.
My whole thing is also that, like, every race that I see live is a good race just because the in-person experience is so much better. Like, I can just watch a standard run-of-the-mill NASCAR race, but if I'm in the stands, it's better than all but a handful of races on TV.
that Vegas race in the fall that I went to would push that theory to its very edge.
To be fair, the Cup Series race I saw at Vegas would also push that theory because it literally was like, I think we took an hour-and-a-half long nap where we were sitting in the stands just because Jimmy John, like it just strung out and Jimmy Johnson just pulled away from the field all day. But the Busch Series, what was it at the time? I don't know if it was Xfinity Series or Busch Series at the time or something else, one of the other names they've had for it. But it was the one where Jeff Burton turned Kyle Busch for the win.
Oh, nice.
That was a fun one to see live. Like, we were sitting over and we were hanging off on the grandstands over in like turn 3 and like we were
Don't even
at the
exist anymore.
yeah, we were at the ones that don't exist anymore, that like entry to turn 3. But we were still able to see, like, you know, Burton get close to him, the big puff of smoke. Everyone just goes nuts. I've never been to a rain-delayed race. That doesn't sound like it would be... That'd be an interesting experience, because I feel like the conversations that folks would have while they're hiding under the grandstands are pretty interesting.
I was at a Richmond race once, a Richmond night race in the early 2000s that had a long rain delay, but it was... You know, you got there in the morning and tailgated all day, so you had your whole tailgate set up and all that kind of stuff to wait out the rain delay, so it wasn't terrible.
Green flag, green flag.
I used to like bring a grill and do a little pop-up tent.
Inside, inside. Still inside.
I'm running some laps at Rockingham in the 87 car. It is just terribly tight.
Still there.
Put the brake bias all the way down to 42%. Put your steering rack to 16 to 1.
Okay. Still inside.
And really focus on trail braking. Don't brake hard in a straight line. Really focus on using... The purpose of the brakes is to rotate the car after it's slowed down. Just really, like, internalize that sense of wrapping the corner.
Clear, clear.
Yeah, I'm at 55 brake bias.
Yeah, it starts you out so high.
Clear above.
Drop that down to 42. It'll change things.
Okay.
Still there.
I just hate how stable they are on throttle. Like, just absolutely nailing the throttle. You should be like, I should be doing donuts in the middle of the corner.
They didn't have that much horsepower back in the day. I think they only had about 670 back then.
Still inside.
Yeah, no, I know. I just think that on iRacing they've got the torque. Like, they've got magic torque, like magic grip in the.
That may
in the
be.
back end.
Still inside.
Like, they really, you could see them playing with the throttle and kicking the car with their right foot and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. And you,
I think that's also open set stuff versus fixed setup stuff.
true.
I don't have damage on those.
Yeah. I mean, you can't complain about a fixed car being tight, like while you're running fixed.
Right.
Clear low if you need it. Inside.
Right, so you're turning it with your
Low.
left foot through the corner. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Outside.
Well, I was leading the top lane for a moment, and it all fell
Still
apart,
there. You're
so
clear. You're clear.
tucked down on the inside line, and I think I'm in 10th right now.
If you're still sitting there with,
Check.
50 to go or whatever you want to spot her.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the password is, so it's whatever I sent you for it last, that's what it is.
Well, I know one word to guess, so I'll try that.
It's probably not that.
Okay.
It,
Alright, man,
yeah.
looks like we're sitting 11
I don't
right
know.
now.
I don't even know what it is.
You should make your spotter password a Wordle game.
That'd be fun. It should just be my starting word in Wordle.
I could think of a few words that I would guess, but it'd be nice to get little clues. Oh, green letter. Here we go.
Right.
Still there. Inside clear.
I really don't want to gamify people hopping in on my spotter channel. if I'm being honest.
3 guesses, then they get to be your spotter.
Yeah, I don't want that though. Like the whole thing I'm trying to prevent is people randomly hopping in to be my spotter.
Outside.
If I made my spotter password Scion, and you guessed that in 3 guesses, then I don't care what you do, you're my spotter.
That's fair.
Still there. Door outside.
You're not streaming though.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can see where that was going. Yeah, it's still super tight.
Casey, okay?
But I mean, it's the 87.
Mm-hmm.
Just got fall asleep as well.
Oh, that's another thing. Is that like it?
Is that leading
You,
outside damage?
your turn in is way different in the 87 cars. You've got to start your turn in way earlier so that you can shift the weight. So it'll feel tight if you're not doing that right.
Make sure my arms can still move. Ah, okay.
Right, kind of kick the back end around on entry a little bit with your wheel.
Is Brandon Sox's ultimate account?
Ultimate account?
Alternate.
I like ultimate. Alt stands for ultimate.
I like it.
I know it's not spelled the same, but
32, do you have damage?
How many cars do we have in the lead lap now?
I'm still mad that Dylan Alt's alt account isn't Dylan ALT.
That's funny. I love that he's Alt F4. That was such a cool that was clutch. 29 cars on the lead lap right now, coming up on halfway through the race. So, a little bit of a war of attrition in top split today.
Yeah, it sounds like there's been a couple of wrecks.
There have been 2. Towards the back, it looks like. We'll do a Chrome Horn recap and see what happened with those. Have you installed Rocket League yet, by the way?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd install that on your Xbox One and just try it out, see if you like it. If you want to, after this, we can hop on and play a couple of casual games together or something. I can run you through some of the basics before I start putting my nose to the grindstone and working on the rule book. That was what was so funny about that, photoshopped Reddit thing. It was the last part where it's we'll see what happens if John actually goes outside. It's you don't know how true that statement is. I literally hadn't been outside all weekend. They think they're making fun of me with that, but actually they're commenting on how seriously I was taking my role as race director through that whole weekend, or as competition director for Podium as a whole. It's you think you're making one joke, but you're actually making a different joke.
Joke's on you. I don't go outside.
Not when I'm running an event, no. It's the first time I had ordered DoorDash in over a month. Just because I was trying to get a break where I could get away and make food, and I was like, nope, I gotta stick with this, so I ordered food.
That's my annoying take, is I'm anti-food delivery.
I think that's a fair take. The way that I do it is I only order from local restaurants, and I always tip my driver really well. So I feel like that addresses the 2 main problems with the food delivery service as best I can while still getting my food.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of delivery culture.
That's fair.
You're going to have those little robots, drones everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, even real restaurants are like they're just doing takeout the whole time, and which I know in COVID, you know, there's some necessity there, but it's like,
Yeah.
man, it just makes the whole depressing seeing these like kitchens that don't even have tables, and everyone's they're just cranking out crappy food that's gonna be cold by the time people eat it.
Right.
It's depressing.
That's fair, but the thing is like when I'm working during the day, I'm not gonna go drive to a restaurant. I'm not gonna take an hour or an hour and a half to go drive to a restaurant, sit down, have lunch, and then come back. So
Yeah,
the
but
choice
you know
is
how to
either
cook.
I give them some money for delivery, or I cook something for myself, which is what I do normally.
Right, exactly. Yeah, do some meal planning, learn how to cook. That's the way to
Yeah.
do
It literally takes an half an hour for me to cook a full meal, salad and pasta from scratch, and have that for lunch.
it.
I can do it in under 30 minutes.
If you work from home, you know, you can spend that
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes looking up a recipe and 30 minutes cooking and 15 more minutes cleaning and all that, and like, yeah, it's an hour
Yeah.
well spent.
Well, you don't even need 15 minutes cleaning. You can do your cleanup as you cook. There's always time in between stuff. But yeah, and you really don't even need to know that much about cooking. There are a couple of like simple things that even someone with no knowledge of cooking, as long as you like pay attention to what you're doing.
We cannot be behind the 32 car. I mean, maybe.
I like watching, you know, watch a video of someone doing it.
Right,
And
exactly.
That usually
Yeah.
gives me a sense too that, you know, I make sure I have the right skill set and tools and all that kind of ingredients and all that.
Yeah, but like that's to get it like 100% perfect. The thing is like 80% is probably good enough to have a meal that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I feel like there are so many people who don't cook because they're intimidated, and they've got this mindset of like, I don't know how to cook, therefore I'm not gonna try, and like it's getting over that first hump.
Yep.
Planning the meal is the hardest part. I basically make the same meal every time, so that makes it easy.
I very rarely cook the same thing. Like, I'm always cooking, trying to do something different and new, and
Yeah.
planning does get difficult because it's like you have to go to the grocery store a lot, right? Because
Right.
you don't want ingredients sitting in your fridge for days, and
That's true, yeah.
that's another thing. Is a lot of people, I think, they live far from a grocery store, so they go once a week. If you're
That's a
going
big
once
problem.
week, you better be really good at using your freezer.
Mm-hmm. Or just have like Ziploc bags and stuff, because I found like I can preserve like an open thing of cheese if I put it in a Ziploc bag and push all the air out. I can leave that in the fridge for a long time and it stays pretty fresh.
Yeah, the main thing
Same
is
with
about it
veggies,
is that-
just keeping things sealed so that they're like open air is what kills stuff in the fridge.
And also, like, you know, chopping your own parsley and, you know, grating your own lemons and doing all that kind
Mhm.
of stuff. But, like, that stuff, you know, gonna go bad in your fridge after a little bit.
Right. But yeah, I feel like that, you know, I'll have a full meal for lunch, and it probably the cost of the meal with all the ingredients is between $5 and $8, and it's of the quality of what I would pay $30 for in a restaurant.
Yep. And it's way healthier.
Oh, it's so much healthier. Well, it depends on the restaurant. There are some restaurants that do a pretty good healthy meal,
Yeah.
but
But if you're getting,
most restaurants prioritize taste. Most restaurants do prioritize flavor over healthy.
yeah. That was my problem, is that a lot of takeout is fried.
Right, yeah. But again, like when I'm ordering takeout, I'm not going to those places. I'm getting like from one of the like fresh eats type places usually, or I'm getting a sandwich from a local sandwich shop that, yes, that's a lot of bread and a lot of meat, but it's not fried. But the deli meat's not much better than fried food, really.
I only get things I don't want to make at home. So honestly, sometimes that is fried. Like,
Yeah,
I can fry
wings.
stuff at home, but I hate for my house to smell like frying oil.
Right. I would get an air fryer if I wanted to do wings at home. But yeah, like, I order wings because I don't do wings at home. And every once in a while, it's like, you just get the craving. It's like, I want that taste and that texture, and I don't care how much it costs.
Plus, like French fries, you can air fry them, but like, and you can even, deep fry. You can do your own French fries or whatever. It's just not worth the effort when you can get,
Right.
go to your local restaurant and get.
I don't
better,
like-
honestly better, and it's gonna,
I don't like French fries as much as other people like French fries. They're all right. They're a fine side, but like, I feel like other people like French fries way better than I do. Onion rings the same way. Like, since I've gotten into this, I just don't have the taste for that really dense fried food anymore.
Yep. I do
It's-
once a week. I get something fried once a week.
Right on. Yeah, it's just no judgment. It's just this is it's a personal preference thing. It's like since I'm out of the habit of eating it, it's not as appetizing to me as it used to be.
Fried chicken. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Good fried chicken, like a good fried chicken drumstick where they've actually done it properly. Like they've got, they've taken the care to really put thought into how they're seasoning the breading, and they do it the right way so that all the juices and stuff stay in the chicken. So it's just. Well, yeah, you're right.
And I can
That's a sometime food, very occasionally, but when I have it, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not destroying my kitchen. I'm gonna go somewhere that does it incredible.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of places in St. Louis that do it right too. That's one of the things. St. Louis isn't known for it, but low key, you can get some really good fried chicken around here. You don't have to go to KFC and get it.
South, where there's some good soul food for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, and actually, that's the other, with soul food in particular, we're the other French city. So we're like the other New Orleans.
I mean, it is St. Louis.
Exactly, yeah. So we're the second biggest Mardi Gras celebration in the country. And we do have a lot of true soul food, New Orleans style restaurants that have live music in the city. It's St. Louis gets a bad rap nationally. The national conversation's all around the crime rate and stuff like that. But when you actually live here, you start to appreciate all the stuff that never gets, people around the rest of the country would have no idea that St. Louis has spots like that. And they're legit top tier places to go hang out and have a good time. You need to come out here for Gateway, man. You come out here for the Gateway race. Come out here and try to play and have in a couple days, because we'll go listen to some music and get some food at the Broadway Oyster Bar. I'll show you a couple of the cool spots. Check out the City Museum. That's a fun place. It's like a jungle gym for adults.
Like a good Blackhawks bar, a good Cubs bar I could go to.
Yeah, I think that there are. I'm sure there are. There are enough Chicago transplants that I'm sure that there are Chicago-themed bars. But you can get those in L.A., too.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll go check out... You'll love Cherokee Street, dude. Cherokee Street is literally just its own thing. There are other places that are similar in other parts of the country, but, it literally is. It's it's not replicated exactly anywhere else.
I feel like if I'm going to the Midwest for a race, I'd really, really want to go to Road America, though.
Dude, I would go to Road America. That'd be a cool way. Yeah.
Do some tailgating.
I think it's so perfect that they paired Road America with the 4th of July race. That's just beautiful.
I hope it stays. I know they overdid road courses a little bit, and some NASCAR fans are starting to turn on it again, but I hope that one stays. If Coda goes, I don't care. Indy goes, I don't care. But
right. I hope Indy goes back to the oval. I really do miss the Brickyard 400. Even when the Brickyard 400 is bad, I like it better than that, just because it has the prestige of the event.
I just want to see the trucks at IRP. I just don't care about it.
Trucks and Xfinity at IRP.
Yeah, exactly. Put the cups at IRP. I don't care about cup cars at Indianapolis anymore.
I do. I still because the thing is I care about the lineage of the timeline going from Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd winning it back in the day to now. I care about the Tony Stewart win, the Bill Elliott win. I care about the continuity of that timeline.
Sure.
And they as cool as AJ Allmendinger getting the win in the road course was last year, I feel like that's a different timeline. That's not a continuation of the same timeline.
To me, I want to see it die. Just people don't go. If they bring it back 10 years from now and NASCAR's in a different place and they can build that place up, but to me, it's just disrespectful to the track to be running races with 20,000 people in there and just kill it.
I can see that.
People don't want to come kill it.
That's fair.
Things should die. Things should die when they've run their course.
That's fair.
Run its course.
Yeah.
And give it another shot later. You can always reboot it like a movie. If NASCAR is back in a place where you can get a couple 100,000 people excited for a race, but
yeah. I'm with you on COTA too. I would actually like to see them replace COTA with Road Atlanta, But I think that the number of road courses they have right now is about right. Like, if they just, like, don't freak out about the people who are doing blowback about, let this smooth out for a few years and let it settle. I think that as it settles, it's about the right ratio and portion of the schedule. So
it was 7 last year, but that was only because Auto Club got replaced by the Daytona road course.
Right.
And they did the Clash at the road course too, so it was like
it was
more than that. So
7.5, yeah.
6 is right to me.
6 to 7,
right,
yeah.
But I would like to see almost all of those rotate between lots of different road courses.
I would love to see them do the Homestead Roval. Like, that's a legitimately cool road course that they have integrated with the Homestead track. It's got some interesting, and I think it would work well with stock cars.
Make 3 of those slots like 4-year rotations.
Yeah.
Right, like I want to see the Roval and I want to see Watkins Glen every single year. You can never, and to me, Road America. But then take those other 3 slots and make them rotate.
And here's the other, like, I want to see Rockingham back on the schedule. I want to see North Wilkesboro back on the schedule. And I would actually like to see, given how we saw that the event for the Clash worked and that like that can work, I wouldn't mind seeing a short track, like a true short track program race for a points race at Bowman Gray and at South Boston to occupy just a couple spots on the calendar to have something different in the calendar.
Yes, sir.
Make it as part of the regular season, not part of the playoffs. But, like, get rid of the playoffs. First off, just get rid of the playoffs. That's my hot take there.
On the All-Star race, which is the correct take, and in any just universe it will happen, is that the Clash is about going to a big city, into a stadium, and getting new fans. And the All-Star race, short track, it's about NASCAR's roots.
Yeah.
It's about going, like...
I like
for
that.
The Clash, you bring a track, you build a track at a place that has seats, and for the All-Star race, you bring seats to a track.
Right. Yep. I agree with that.
You go and put an extra 20,000 seats around Bowman Gray somehow, or South Boston, or Hickory, or whatever.
Dude, Hickory would be so cool.
And you rotate it, and it's about NASCAR's grassroots and tradition, and all the people that were mad about LA, being the site of the Clash. Like this one would be for them. Like it's
That's
about
fair.
the South. It's about NASCAR's roots and tradition.
Yeah, I could get behind that. But I do think that they should still it should be about NASCAR's tradition, not about the ugly parts of Southern tradition. Like it should still be they should still try to put on an event like where they're really successful at with the LA one is like still put on an event that feels like it's for all of America, not just part of America.
Yeah.
And like that's also like that piece of the LA event. That one I do think that they can if they really do their due diligence, they can take that piece of that and do that at other tracks as well. Like they can do that at more of their racetracks, and start trying to bring in some more musical acts, bring in some more things that the younger crowd will be like, oh, I'll go check out that and watch a NASCAR race as well while I'm checking out a Pitbull concert. Why not, right? There are things they can do because
I've ever been to where I feel like I wouldn't be embarrassed to take my friends.
Exactly, yeah. And that's not an elitism thing. That's just a respect for what your friends' interests are and what they're willing to put up with when they're trying something new, right?
Though, I do think there should be, obviously people have different cultures and and ways of going about things, and I think it's great that NASCAR should celebrate their true fans and all this and that. I think you could do it, and I think it'd be rude. It's not
but you celebrate
something is what it is to be a NASCAR fan. It is
right.
And
You
should never,
you celebrate the camaraderie of what's best about NASCAR fans. Celebrate all the good parts, and without celebrating any of the negative stereotypes and stigmas that other people associate with it, right?
Let me know if it keeps happening.
I think that's doable. It's definitely a balancing act, but the thing is, NASCAR's got a lot of smart people working for them. I think they can figure out how to do that. Update on our race, by the way, we've got what looks like, I'm counting 16 car breakaway, that includes 2 lap down cars in the lead draft that have pulled away by about 13 seconds over the second pack.
Just keep that up.
Yeah, we're just single file, real organized. We'll probably all pit together.
Just do that to lap 199.
Yep. I'm only going to take right sides on this next pit stop just to make sure that I'm quick. I don't need the lefts.
What position you in?
I'm in 11th. Right behind Michael Frisch, right in front of Brandon Six, who's a lap down, and Samuel Roush. And then Jason Manes. Garrett's running second.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just running down who we got up here. We've got Robert Berus first, Garrett Manes second, Casey Kirwan third,
Down the apron of Kyle.
Ryan Carwile fourth, Bradley Erickson fifth, Lenny Brady sixth, Dylan Ault seventh.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop to the back here for you past me.
David Shutt 8th, Tyler Groff 9th, Michael P Frisch 10th, I'm 11th, Samuel Roush 12th, Jason D. Manes 13th, and David Toth 14th. That's the lead pack.
Now, is that Garrett Manes' father?
I think that's his brother. Might be his father. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll ask Garrett next time I talk to him if I think of it. Yeah, this race has really settled down. We had a couple cautions, and like everyone's just decided to ride now.
Yeah, everybody in that main pack has no incentive to do anything but ride, and everybody in the second pack just needs to catch the main pack. So.
Right, and they're not. They're 15 seconds back now. I think that all those guys have damage at this point from the various incidents we've had. This lead pack might just be everyone that's left in contention at this point.
Right, and you guys aren't going to race until you finish your last pit stop.
We have no need to.
No.
Top 14 in Top Split Daytona 500 is a nice point stay for almost everyone. And you're close enough to the front that you can make moves from there. You're not buried in 30th.
Can you leapfrog some spots on pit road? Because if you're not running right up at that front, coming off a pit road, it's going to be tough to win.
Right, yeah. We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to risk speeding to try to get a couple spots.
Okay.
I'm just not.
Me, I'm thinking about I care about winning and nothing else.
I haven't practiced it to feel confident enough in pushing the limit that hard. Like if I had been practicing it, I would, but yeah. I'm just going to make sure that I stay with this front pack. I'm guessing we're probably pitting in about 10 laps.
Yep.
It's been fun hanging with you today, man, if nothing else.
Yeah,
It's been good chilling. I'm sorry your race didn't go well.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, caring so much as you prefer it to go well than not go well.
Yeah, I don't sign up for a plate race thinking it's going to go well.
That's fair. But yeah, like that's the thing is like even if I end up getting wrecked, this whole day's been this has already been a win because it's been a good time.
Yeah, exactly. It's race cars.
Yep. Yeah, like you read the Twitter thread that I posted about Road to Pro. It's like stepping back with a 90-foot view or 90,000-foot view. As someone who grew up as a race fan, just having Road to Pro as a thing that I can compete in now is so cool. Like when you just think about what Road to Pro is and like a larger concept and stuff like that, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is
my
a
main
cool
is, like,
thing.
if I can only enjoy it if I get good results, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Like, it needs to be enjoyable outside of whatever result you get.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm like, you know, like if you get wrecked or you don't finish well and you didn't have fun and you didn't enjoy it, then
Yeah.
you should have done it in the first place.
Right.
That's
And
what
part
makes
of the
it
thing
easier
that makes
time.
it fun is all the prep work that we do, everything that goes into trying to get the best finish we can. Like, the thing that's fun is that we're participating in a competition where everyone's trying so hard to win it, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
that.
you've gotten better.
That's
and
what's
you-
special about it.
Yeah, you worked as a team and you got better, and you know you got through the process, and you know if it comes out great, that's awesome. But you know, at the end of the day, you could win this race tonight. Right now, you could win this race and you'll feel great, but it doesn't. Once you leave your sim rig, it actually doesn't matter. Like you needed
Right.
it needed to feel good even if you didn't win.
Absolutely, yeah.
I won one of those, and it feels really great for a moment, but then you're just like, okay, well.
Yeah.
all-
But it's
everything's
one
the
that
same outside.
the thing with winning though is that, like, if the one that you win, we'll be cracking a beer open or clinking a glass of wine together 20, 30 years from now, and we'll still remember that moment. The one that the ones that you don't win, you just don't think about.
I don't know. I think I'll remember working together, getting good at a thing, working
Yeah.
with other people. I actually don't think I'll even remember that race.
I guarantee you'll remember that race because we'll bring it up every year that Daytona comes around.
Yeah.
That will always be, like, the fact that you won one will always be a thing that you remember.
The 24 felt better than
The fact that you won that will always be a thing you remember too. Like, that's also
I'll
really
remember
cool.
That more. I'll remember
Yeah,
that more.
that I get. That's fair because, like, yeah, they're different things.
And the 24, I was like a very small part of, right? I wasn't our team's best driver. I just had to hold a wheel for a few hours, right? Like it didn't.
Yeah.
And like the 500 was just me, and the 24 felt better.
The win that's still, like, I'll probably always remember the most is that my first league win, the one where Mike was spotting in that mixed oval series, where I got my.
Yeah,
It was also my first win at Charlotte. Yeah,
Charlotte, yeah.
that was such a cool win. Everything about that, Mike making the 2-car call, the fact that I held him off, that it ended up being side by side at the line, like,
I remember that.
yeah, everything about that was just so cool.
Yeah, I think watching your stream, I was like, I think I want to run this series, and I ran a few races.
Hmm.
I got 2-9 right now.
You did really well in them too.
Actually, that was one of my favorite races ever. Was in that series, the Rockingham race that went 3
Yeah.
green.
Where I messed up pushing my tires too hard and messed up my race. That was where I started having the championship slip out of my grasp. Still finished second in the series standings at the end.
Not bad.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
I remember if you look at the results of that, you know, I won it by 3 or 4 seconds. I led like 250 laps or something. But
That doesn't tell the
literally for
whole story.
200 laps, Seth was on my bumper for 200 laps.
Yep.
Gonna have a
It was
smoke car bottom
just
line
and
here.
Rockingham is such a hard track to run 300 laps on
Lappers 3 wide.
with no brake.
I gotta put next time, Wes, next time.
I remember my wrists were killing me.
Leader pit road.
What time are we thinking about pitting in this lead pack, guys? I can go whenever.
You're doing a good job, my man.
Oh, do you want me to stream swipe Casey or something?
Right?
Gotta go.
I'm sure he's talking with Garrett and stuff.
I got a pit lap 22 pit in this lap.
You need to stop pulling off.
Garrett Konrath is pitting.
Outside.
If I was them, I'd pit with like 40 to go.
All right, my man. We'll start spotting man.
Or do you still have 2 more pit stops to go?
One more. Or two more.
2 more, okay.
Yeah. We're gonna do this. We're on lap 126. It's gonna be pit and then one more.
Yep.
You guys going this lap? I think we're pitting this lap. It sounded like.
Not this time, but next. Not this time, but next.
10-4.
Still out there. Clear, 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 clear.
David push.
Oh, that Red Bull car looks hot. Dude's got the Red Bull paint scheme, but not the like blue livery. That remember when they did that like off-white livery for the F1 cars that looked real crisp for like a testing scheme that one year? It just looks clean. People like I think don't appreciate or underappreciate how good white and off-white mix into paint schemes as a component.
Right.
I feel like people look at white as like boring, but like making use of negative space just can add so much to a scheme.
I like white because it gets dirty.
20 I'm pitting.
Still out there. Looks clear, clear, clear. Working the bottom inside. Leaders on pit road. Too wide inside.
Start looking for your sign.
Okay.
5,
Come back a
4,
little.
3, 2.
I'm trying. I can't go
1.
back too far.
Stop on the sign.
All right.
We're checking. I'm trying as best as I can.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to push. If you're not gonna push, then
Go, go, go,
drop
go,
that
go,
line.
go, go,
You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't go farther back than like 3 times.
We lost a couple more on that cycle of pit stops.
That's good.
I mean, it always happens. You just you bleed off a couple more. Someone slides their box, they go speeding or whatever. You just, yeah. Jason Manes, it looks like we lost from the lead pack that time.
Yeah, you lose like 20% every pit stop.
I might be lost from the lead pack actually if I can't get caught up here right now. I'm way back of the next guy.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. I'm digging, but yeah.
What happened? Just not digging off pit road, or?
I guess, yeah. I don't know, maybe spun the tires a little bit getting out of my box, but yeah, I've lost the lead pack now.
Hey, Robert, can you try
We're going to have to reform with some of these guys and try to catch back up to them. I think we will. I think we'll be able to get enough cars organized that we can get it.
You said you were pitting.
Don't fall back so much. Stay close. You lose so much time when you do that.
Outside. Still out there.
Yeah, gotta be so aggressive on your pit stops with those guys.
Mm-hmm. I thought I was.
Clear.
Yeah, we're right here.
I know you're not hot on temperature.
I'm still 9th.
Good for the I rating, but hopefully get a shot at the win.
Yeah. We got I'm with a pack of 4 right now. If we can catch the next pack of 4, then we can maybe, you know, then we'll have 8 cars and we might be able to work.
I bet if I go over to Kirwan's stream, they're tandeming and.
Oh, I'm sure they're pushing really hard. I've got Garrett Konrath in my pack, though, so I know he's pushing the 22 pretty well, I'm sure.
Yep.
Not much I can do as the 4th car in line. I kind of got to just ride.
Well, you know, being on that air bubble to 3rd place helps him be on the air bubble to 2nd, you know.
Right, yeah. But we were 8/10 slower than the lead pack that last time and 2/10 slower than the guys up in front of us.
Yeah, y'all need to be super aggressive.
Yeah. We're faster than the guys behind us, though, so, you know, at least I'm not getting caught up by the next pack behind.
I'll drop to the backfield. I can do damage. Just try to push him.
10-4.
Outside. Clear high.
I don't even know what I did wrong there. I just lost the... When I came out of the pits, I was 7/10 back and just couldn't catch up to the guy.
Yep.
Didn't have anyone behind me. That's part of the problem. It's really easy to lose the draft if you're the last car in line.
They are slamming. They are bumping hard for the lead.
Right? Okay.
Like, they're making their speed doing that. Kirwan's oil temp hasn't dropped under 280.
Fuck me.
Do you need air? Do you have, I need to go to the back here?
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure what we were doing there.
I'm not sure either.
Debris caution, that would be nice. Right around now, or a little bit later than now, actually, so that we just make it so that there are no more green flag pit stops and we can just race to the end. Get a debris caution at like lap 160, lap 155 would be great.
I mean, I think this is, like, it sucks for your race, but it's really cool that drivers can go faster at Daytona by driving different.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, like, and honestly, like, I'm gaining 67 iRating here. I want to be able to compete for the win, but if my Daytona 500 ends this way, I'm okay with it. I've had a good time. It was more fun being in front, up with the lead pack for sure.
A lot of time for a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like that guy behind you just isn't bumping you or nothing.
Well, I'm third in line, so he shouldn't be bumping me. Garrett's got damage.
Okay,
That's why he dropped to. That's why he dropped to the back, is he didn't feel like he could push properly.
Okay, you have lap cars ahead of you, I take it?
Yeah, we're catching up to 2 lap cars right now. So we're going to add them to our chain. That's the thing. I think that we're too few cars right now, but we add a couple more to our chain, we might be able to make some headway. We're too far back of the lead pack now to catch them, though, I think.
Oh, yeah. Not a chance.
Especially as quick as they're going to be running.
Kirwan's slamming Brady like anywhere in the track. Tri-oval, corner entry, corner exit.
Well, I mean, I can always hope that one of those bumps just goes wrong. I think there's a good chance that we get a caution with like 10 to go or something.
Just trying to get some air in the corners.
Your pack will eventually just start racing because they realize they can never catch them.
My pack? We're all lapped cars.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only lead lap car in my pack right now.
Okay.
Hopefully, like, if we can get organized enough, we can stay 3 seconds ahead of the next pack. Hopefully we can keep it that way.
There's 3 black badges in here, and all of them are in that top 5 breakaway.
Mm-hmm.
I want to point out we're losing time to 3 cars.
Yeah, and I'm trying my hard best to push you, but I don't know what to do.
Still there. Still there, quarter inside.
Go around me and let me push.
Small mistakes. We made one small mistake. I don't even know if we're running the optimal line. I don't know if the optimal line is right down on the bottom or if we should be coming up off the corners and using the banking
yeah, I guess
to
you want
drive
to
downhill more.
Kirwan is just holding the bottom.
Okay.
What? Why? It doesn't do anything. It just loses time.
There are scenarios where this is actually the best place to be, because if they do rack up in that front pack for some reason, I'm not in it, and then I've got maybe the farthest forward clean car. So, you know, we're just going to play the hand that we've got at this point. The only problem is that if this goes on for too long, we could be at risk of going a lap down at some point, but... Yeah, actually, with the pace we're running, we would go a lap down before the end of the race, which would not be fun. I should have just put in, you know what I should have done is I should have put in like 1 gallon less of fuel on that stop to make sure that I would have a little bit shorter pit. Remember that for next time.
I'm watching your pit cycle now. See what happened.
Part of the problem is I think I was like, I didn't really need the second can to attach, and that cost me a little time that they put it in for just a little bit.
Your pit entry was really nice.
Yeah, I gained a little bit on pit entry. I think it's my pit exit. I spun the tires a little bit.
All really slow, but not terribly slow. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, you didn't
Could've-
go sliding into your box.
Oh.
or nothing.
Inside. Too wide inside. Clear.
He just blew his engine,
Alrighty then.
and I got a 4X.
That's fun.
Oh. Whoa, what did I
John, we
miss?
can run this combine here. Don't worry about it.
Inside.
I don't know if I have damage from that now. I got a 4X on that.
Yeah, the guy that blew had front end damage. I don't know if it has anything to do with it or not.
Actually, I probably do have some damage because my oil temp's at 212 now and not settling back down. I don't think that's right for clean air.
Nah, it should be around 190-ish.
I'll watch that. Yeah, it was just in and out of your box is the only place I think you lost time.
Right on. It's coming back down from 212, so we'll see. I don't think I have engine damage, but I might have a little bit of fender damage.
What lap did that happen?
Yeah, we're
Just now?
gonna need them.
142.
142. No, I can't go back that far.
You come back down, David.
11. Actually, 11. If you want to lead, you can go around us on the high side.
You get it.
Nah, there's no point. I'm also like
Outside. Still out there.
over there, guys.
Behind him.
I don't think my nose is clean right now.
It's not. It's got the
Tell
front
you guys.
bumper switched in a little bit.
Clear.
So you got a bit of a hood pop in the center.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, the guy blew his engine right in front of me. I had nothing to do. Hide it in the draft. We'll fix it if we get a caution.
Lord, I hope you get one.
You
Me
get a caution,
too.
You might want to not fix that. Keep your track position.
I'm going to be almost the last car on the lead lap anyway. If we get a caution.
Yeah, if
We've
you're
got-
that far back,
We've only got 17 on the lead lap right now.
Give us the yellow, Brad.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
you're hanging just fine though.
No yellow.
Yellow?
Dang it.
Oh, he was like turning. How is that not a yellow? Sam, throw one.
Just stop it on the track.
You
Put
have
her
the
out.
power.
Oh, he was 90 degrees sideways. How was he like, what?
It has to be 90 degrees sideways and cars approaching within a certain distance that are also in the racing line.
I was staring at him at the high side, and he was 90 degrees sideways.
All that code and you can't figure out how to not give someone a penalty for going on the pit lane.
Alright, at least we're going faster now with who we got leading.
Goes for whole front end's gone. Oh, it's not gone, but it's destroyed. I think pushing is going to be better.
No, what? No, let me push. Why would I need to lead?
It's still a second slower than the lead pack. Won't get lapped before the next caution, but we will get lapped. If this continues. Just losing a second a lap, we'll get lapped in like 17 laps. So we could theoretically get lapped before we pit, actually.
Dude, fill up the bumping. We're not going anywhere. Just check up everyone behind you.
What happened?
Hey, there we go. Caution. Caution. Perfect.
Throughout the course of that last run, did you see any rubber laying
Just
down at all?
outside of being able to make it on fuel. We might want to top off here. It's lap 150.
Ooh.
I'm going to top off.
If
I
you're
will
fixing
top
all your
off.
damage, you might as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Even if you go green on 54.
Come around and
It's
What's that?
we're going to restart.
it's
That'd be hard.
it's doable if you're doing like extreme saving in the draft, I think. It's worth trying. It's worth trying.
Other thing it opens up is if another caution comes out late, you can stay out.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to pay the price
And just
to
leapfrog
lead
everybody
the
to
pack
lead.
for a whole
Right,
fuel
yeah.
run, but I didn't want to get out of line and
It's worth
losing
trying.
the pack trying to suck into the
It's
back.
our best chance at winning right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with you. That's why
I'm going to go ahead and get 4 tires since I'm fixing the damage anyway, and I'm not worried about track position. I'm going to get a windshield tear off. I'm going to get everything.
Tell me your spotter password.
I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is.
Wait, I think you have it set to your friends can spot for you.
Windshield available.
I might. It might. Maybe. No, I think I switched it off of that to the password because I have too many friends on iRacing.
It's not asking me for a password. I think you put me on the list.
Oh, that's right. I put you and Mike on a trusted list.
Thank you, David.
I did use the trusted
Use
list.
my privileges.
Hell yeah. Let's go see how much damage we got from that.
Sorry, I was kind of not paying attention.
We're back in the race.
36.
Yes, you are.
Get the lucky dog. Lap down car coming. Coming around at 22.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4,
Well, that about
3,
15 waiver
2,
rounds.
1.
Hi, Aggie.
Stop on the sign.
Oh, sweet puppy. 8 seconds of optional. What's the smallest amount of optional that you've actually had that wasn't 0, Nate? 8 seconds is close.
I've definitely had in the tenths.
That's the most consequential 8 seconds I've ever had.
Go, go, go.
Yeah,
Good
take
job,
half of
Andrew.
it this
Go, go.
yellow and
Hard,
get the
hard.
other half the next yellow.
Yes, sir.
Looks like you should be lining up behind this pad.
Make sure to get it going and get the race, please. I don't want to lose the pack again.
I'm going to come down and just top it off. It's going to be like 0.4 of a gallon, but it's a lap.
Half a lap.
It's a full lap because I'm getting up to speed the whole time.
Right.
So it actually will be about 1 full lap of fuel that I put back in the tank here. The only thing that might switch on me is if everyone goes in and tops off, I might stay out to leapfrog them. So that'll play into it, one or the other.
Do you want me to be to take over a spotter and be live, or do you just want me to kind of?
Looks like it's a split decision. I'm gonna go ahead and top off.
Oh, stay. Oh, I would stay out.
Go, go, go.
I'm doing it.
Outside.
Oh, I would stay out.
I want to try to play this
Start looking
strategy.
for your sign.
I still think this is my best shot at winning.
Oh, it's so
5,
little.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Manes is doing it. That confirms that it's the right call.
Go back, go. Go back, go. That was a nice stop, guys. Good pit stop, boy.
Help you get there quicker.
Do you want me to take over as spotter?
That's up to you. Sure.
So looks like you'll be on the inside. Should help us a little bit.
Watch it as much as you can here. 4th gear. 5th gear, sorry.
5th gear. Yeah, 5th gear, and yeah, I'm saving in what I can. Right now it's saying I have 44.99 remaining, so we need to save a lap versus what we've been doing in the draft to make it to the end, because we're restarting with 46 to go. So more like a lap and a half, actually.
Ryan, how many laps do you have on fuel here, bud?
Yep, bottom line, as much saving as you can,
Yeah.
you can do.
21.
Well, but yeah, on the initial
8.4
start, I'm going to
laps.
have to try to jump up and try to get further up into
I
line,
got 6.5. That's great.
and then we'll start saving once we're tucked in somewhere nice.
And remember, the closer you are to the car in front of you, the better saving you'll get.
Right, yeah.
Don't do the thing where you're hanging back, half car length or something.
Mm-hmm.
Green,
Just going to go.
car low.
I'm staying high, I'm damaged.
there.
I'm damaged.
Middle 3. Clear high, 1 car low.
Mm-hmm.
got one
This
car
might be the
helping
wrong
here.
way to do this, but
Yep. Still there. No gaps on the bottom.
yep.
One off behind you. Still there.
Those guys jumped way out.
No gaps down here, so you just got to push that guy forward as best you can.
David, you're
Right.
pushing us far enough out. We are sitting ducks when the leaders get cleared.
This guy's got damage, so I don't know how well I can push him.
3 if you want. You only have one car helping you. That's the 36. There's a gap behind the 2 car, who is now your rear bumper. No, not clear yet. It's gonna be very tight if you can get in behind the 2. Get in behind the 2. Clear. Well, you're clear. You're good. Very good. Good job.
Sorry / thank you.
You were clear.
Mm-hmm.
You got to your bumper by kind of going low a little bit, so I think you did a good job.
Yeah. That was all fair. I've cut guys bigger breaks than that.
Yep. Yep, you did it decisively, so that's what counts.
Yeah. Now the not fun part of saving, which is doing stuff like that, using the clutch.
Yep. The guy behind you is leaving a pretty big gap.
I'm just staying right tucked up here.
2 cars are tandeming away. The pack will catch them.
Yep. Yeah, they can't do that without one of them blowing for too long.
Yeah, 36. What are you doing, brother?
They're obviously not concerned about fuel.
No. They're on an alternate strategy. All right, it's tracking the right way. My refuel number is 0.79 now, where it was 0.9.
Ooh, leader almost got turned.
Like I said, man, that bumping is just a risky proposition because you're really just gambling with netcode at a certain level. Even if you're doing a perfectly square bump.
I don't think it's really going to matter too much.
Yeah, I don't think David Toth is quite the pusher Casey Kirwan was.
I got like 10 laps max on fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Refuel number down to 0.49. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to make it with this.
Maybe 2.
I think this strategy's been executed well so far.
They might be able to
But
make
yeah,
it.
obviously you need to make that in the negatives.
Yeah,
Because
right. I need to get
at
it.
some point you're going to need to go, and right now you can't go.
Right, I need to get it. Ideally, I want to get it to, 1 lap to the good.
We're wave around car still.
But yeah, I'm just going to sit in line and save as much as I can here right now to bank what I
I
can.
think most of all this
Yep.
time lean back.
And then you need to know, given those numbers, what lap can you go? Don't guess at it. See if you can figure out what that exact lap is.
I'm probably just going to save as far as I can and then go when I can go.
But knowing exactly what lap, right? Like I told you, that's how I won mine. I knew a lap.
Yeah.
I knew a half lap before the other guy. I didn't react. I was the guy that win.
Right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you can go, because I don't know how many of us are going to be. We will be losing time once we pit.
The way I did that was just knowing how much fuel I was using when I went hard.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that number, let's say it was 0.46 or something, just making up a number.
I think it was
And then
0.45.
Yeah, so then with 10 laps to go, do you have 4.5 gallons? If so, go.
Yeah.
Right now you're at 40 laps to go, 40 to go.
You want a PT Stein, Wesley?
No, April lap.
And I'm good on fuel with this strategy right now, so we're going to make it to the end. It's just a question of how we make it to the end.
Sorry, Ryan, I couldn't call. Everyone's talking. They slow down about 10
I'm
miles
sure
an hour.
that Manes and Kirwan are doing the same thing with their fuel right
I
now.
was trying not to hit you, but I short of hitting the brakes.
Yes.
They're doing the same like clutch
Good
thing.
for all this, I think, saving
Well, I
gas
can tell
is
you.
also good.
Do a little stream swiping.
Yeah, that.
I'm not really worried about it. I'm assuming that the guys that are better than me are doing everything they can to win the race.
Alright, I can do 168 also on this right side, so I'm gonna do 16.
I'm interested in comparing Kerwin's fuel numbers with yours too, and making sure we're,
16 gallons, we can do that.
you know, when he's going is when you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So well, it's not gonna matter because I'm only taking about 2. Well, you have a lot of damage. Maybe you wanna go first, and I can push you if you want.
0.53 fuel usage is a qualifying lap, and that's also in 4th gear, I think. So, like 0.5, I think I could lead full throttle without running out. But I'd actually want a little bit more than that because it sputters at 0.25 or something, or 0.2. So we need to make sure not only that I have enough to make it to the line, but that I have like an extra 0.3 past that to not sputter. Currently, we're a half lap to the good.
Casey. I'll send you a message.
Kerwin has about a tenth more, just a tenth a gallon more fuel right now.
He's at 16.2. I'm at 16.1.
Yeah, his stream's a little behind, so I'm checking them both at the start-finish line.
Right.
I'm just looking at your black box fuel.
You don't have to get on my bumper if you can.
What do you say?
So like this time you're
You don't have to get on my
15.9.
bumper.
15.8 at the line.
15.8. He's
I
he was
know, but
15.92 at the
again.
line.
Okay, yeah, so he'll be able to make it, so I'm not going to beat him by him not making it.
No.
Just taking 1.8, yeah.
I'm under the assumption that this... Yeah, I'm just under the assumption everyone in this lead pack is going to make it.
Except for the leader.
Right, yeah, but the thing is we're actually getting pulled around right now by guys who took waves. So they're going to have to pit anyway.
Okay, there's the lead pack pitting. I think you should pit next time. If you can dig your pit exit.
Why would I
if you
pit?
can dig it,
Nate,
because you'll catch them.
Nate, we're going to the end.
You think you're gonna make? I think it's okay. I think they're gonna. I think that's the winning strategy. I think the winner is in that
I'll
pack.
fit this lap.
I disagree. I think the winner's in my pack.
All right, your call.
Lay down.
I think they're gonna take a splash and be faster.
24 is gonna pit.
Not
You think?
saving.
Okay,
I don't think that. Like I'm 90% sure that it's gonna be your call, but you'd have to dig on pit road. Absolutely dig.
Fuck this race.
Up to you.
I think I'm better off just trying to find a lap car to draft with and do this like Darrell Waltrip in 1989.
All right, you don't have drafting help now.
Yes, I do.
You're only 2 cars.
That's fine. They
Yeah,
pitted.
no, they're going to be so much faster than you. They're going to make up this time, no problem.
In 34 laps?
Easy. It's not even going to be close.
But then I'm still going to be with them. Like,
No, they're going to blow right by you. You're going to be saving. You're running half throttle.
no, I'm not.
This isn't going to work.
We'll see.
Okay. I mean, you've made your bet here.
Yeah, that's fine. Vinny, are you planning on pitting or are you going?
No, I'm gonna have to pit at some point.
10-4. When is that?
Yeah, pit.
Pit now?
Too late now.
Yeah, we've lost a full second now.
And now you won't catch them coming out pit road. I mean, you had to pit with them. There's just
Yeah.
That's the strategy.
I could
It's
go
so
another
much faster to
25
pit than
laps.
save fuel.
If you would do that, it would be much appreciated, at least if we can try to catch this next group up there.
Sorry, David, I couldn't call it because the channel's outside.
Yeah, you can
Bradley
put one
just
lap
saying
after
that you'll want to
guys
wait up
and
until the
rejoin the
phone is
group,
trying
but
to go
you're now
off.
like 3 laps after.
Right, yeah.
I don't know if you'd be able to.
I'm also
catch up to
using
the
too
ground.
much fuel,
Yeah,
too.
Appreciate it.
No, you can't. You can't save just 2 cars.
Right, yeah.
I wish I could tell you if you pitted right now that you come out and draft, but I don't know how. I don't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You hook up on me here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm just gonna try to, continue. Oh man, yeah, I've got a refuel number of 1.2 now.
Oh no, yeah, you have no chance of making it. You needed to be in that big pack.
Let me see if there's a way that I can get myself into a pack.
Well, you have 3 cars ahead of you, and you all 3.
Caution.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
High up.
You don't have to pit. I think you should stay in the lead.
I think I should stay in the lead too. I'm gonna probably have to cycle in behind someone, like let the top lane drop down in front of me, so that I can save a little bit more again. But yeah,
this saves you 2 laps basically.
I'm leading Daytona 500 laps.
Clutch, do everything you can to save fuel here, John.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
This is giving you 2 laps of fuel. Is basically what this is giving you.
Right, which is what I needed.
Yeah. And then you need to do everything you can to, file into 2nd or 3rd spot here.
Right. Yeah.
If you were.
This is good. This is that's a race saver right there.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Let's go.
Got lucky. Sometimes you get lucky.
I was trying to tell you to pit.
You were. No, you were. And I've made that mistake before. It's like, sometimes I like to gamble, I didn't think that pitting there was going to win me the Daytona 500. I thought that this strategy might if it played out right.
And it did. It did end up playing out right.
Right, yeah.
So it did work out. So
yeah. I was just looking at it as like, I did have about 20 seconds, but yeah, they were going to be gaining me more than a second a lap with 30 to go.
You were going to be picking 2.5, 2 seconds a lap.
Right, yeah. So again,
draft the space car as much as you can. Draft the pace car.
What I was thinking at that point is that my strategy for that was, I know they're going to catch me, but when they do, I'll just fall in line and still be okay. It was a better situation than trying to pit a lap or 2 after they did and potentially losing the draft entirely.
Ridiculous, but I also have to use the bathroom, so. And already
You'd be a lap down.
Anyway, so,
Right.
I apologize on the beginning when I backed up to you. I was like, ran a half a lap in 4th.
2 to go here?
Yeah, it's kind of sketchy pushing
Are you at
people
2
in
to
these
go?
cars because I've already wrecked 2 people trying to push people. I've wrecked
So that's
2 people
170 and
totally.
171. So you'll have 29 to go.
Mm-hmm. It's still showing me as needing a refuel number right now. But yeah, we're going to get 2 laps of saving.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance you won't be able to save it here, but this is your shot at winning it, right?
Right.
And another caution, and you're like totally good.
Yeah, Kerwin's car looks nice. I don't know.
Why is that guy screwing with you?
I don't know, man. Alex, what we doing, driver?
What's he doing?
If you don't want to get protested, I'd advise stopping that right now.
I don't have driver chat on or anything, so I don't know what's going on.
He's not saying anything.
Whatever.
Like, you're not saying anything. I don't know if you're messing with me or if you're joking around. Like, I just don't know.
All right, forget about that guy.
Yep.
Out of mine.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if that was like a hey, go get him bump or whatever. Like, there's no way for me to know that. All I'm seeing is a car doing weird things and bumping me under caution.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to assume anything, but like, yeah.
Garrett's going to do everything he can to push you forward.
Right.
He doesn't want you to he's not going to want to help you save fuel. So, just don't do anything too rash, but obviously we do want Casey to drop.
I might even try to jump the start a little bit just so that I can try to cycle. Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't try anything too funny. I think it's going to happen naturally. if you run the yellow or if you run the middle and Garrett goes tries to make it 3 or something, that'd be ideal.
I really don't want to be put 3. I'm going to try to stick it right on the yellow, and if he wants to make it 3 outside of me, that's
just be ready
fine.
for the big checkups.
Right.
Jason, are you are you
Yeah.
fixed?
Like
You have any?
I'm wondering if you just went 80-90% throttle on the start, if Garrett would just drive through you, right? Like not knowing what you're doing. So just
No, I'm not going to do anything screwy on the start. It's just going to be.
Yeah, it's easy to overthink this.
Yeah, I need to finish this race. I've been wrecked in every one, so I just want to finish it somehow. I didn't wreck.
I think you're gonna get another caution anyway, so
Still a long way to go.
Probably.
Will work out.
10 laps to go with all the.
I'll be an extra 2 laps of fuel.
Stuff.
2 to 3.
Yeah. I'm not saving as much under yellow as I thought I would.
Yeah, it's like half.
Right, yeah, it's a lot less than when you used to be able to just drop it in neutral. I really miss that.
Yeah, yep. Clutch it and all that. All right, here we go. 29 to go. Main thing here is just stay up front, keep the car clean. We'll worry about the fuel here in a few laps. Second gear. Go, go, go. Car high. He's a half car length up. That's pretty good. Still there. Garrett's with you. Okay, Casey's clear on the top. One car clear. He's not dropping. Still one car clear up top, but not dropping. Garrett's with you. 2 cars clear on the top. 3 cars clear on the top. They're not dropping. You still have a car outside.
Right.
They're up against the wall. With you. Garrett's committed to you right now. So car high. You have 2 cars above you right now. There's a gap behind them. Like everyone's tandeming right now.
Right. Garrett's a real good pusher, man.
Bumper clear. You're all clear.
Should I go up to the top and then try to slot back in?
Your call. You save more on the bottom, but your call if you don't want to be leading this thing.
I don't.
Car high.
There we go.
Yeah, maybe he'll drop. 8's with you. One car clear up top. 2 are clear. Hopefully they drop. Please drop. Just a line of cars on the top.
Yeah, I just need to find a way to slot in either top or bottom.
Yep, Frisch is with you here. Nothing you can do right now until somebody drops.
836, you want to split the middle?
Still there, just line of cars up top, as there will be until the end
Right.
of the race. If I could get you a gap up top, I'd like to get to you. You'd save more in draft, but it's everyone's nose to tail, obviously.
Yeah.
Hold your line here. Hold your line. Hold it. You're. He's still there. Middle 3. Middle 3. Middle 3. Middle 3. There's a gap behind the 36. Take it up top right. Clear. Clear. Take it. Take it. 37 is gonna be with you.
It's all good, man.
All good. Yeah, you just came up on exit.
Yeah, I was a little bit higher.
Yep. Save some fuel now. 25 to go. Did it do that thing where it was tight in the tri-oval?
No, I just drifted up a little bit off the lane.
All right, what's your refuel number when you hit the straightaway, or you got a moment to look?
It's 1.14 right now.
Okay.
We'll see what it is at the line next time. Probably should have pit and topped off just to make it safer. I thought we could save more under yellow, honestly.
Yeah.
I was surprised how little we saved there.
Here. Were you clutching it and all that?
I was clutching it the whole caution, yeah. Clutching just doesn't save nearly as much as neutral does.
I mean, all the laps you just led to.
No, I wasn't clutching it at all on those.
Nope. I think that was the killer. You just nobody ever dropped down.
Yeah. But we're still
car
fine.
here.
It dropped down to 0.99 at the line there, so
Yep.
I might not be able to get it to the point where I can go for the win aggressively, but I should be able to at least make the line and not lose a ton of spots.
Do you want me to try to slot you down?
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right. After the 27, who's on your left? Okay. Nope. You cannot slot down. Not clear. Not clear. Not clear.
Yeah, and
Six
I need a car behind me. So
behind the 6, there's a chance. Nope. 34 is trying to get down as well behind you. Not clear. Not clear. In front of the 6, if he's like leaving a huge gap, but not yet.
refuel number at 0.25, so we're good with where we're running right now. I'm not going to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
They're going to start getting 3 wide at some point too.
Yep. I'll tell you when you have a slot download. His eyes forward for that wreck.
Yep.
Now what that 6 is doing.
Trying to stay tucked.
I like your chances of missing this wreck too on the bottom.
Right, yeah.
.34 is trying to get himself down. He wasn't able to.
Refuel numbers at 0.
Okay,
We're
clear low,
point.
clear low. Go to it. Down, 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 down. There you go. Okay.
Shit.
So, keep your foot in it. Keep your foot in it. Keep your foot in it. Clear low, clear low, clear low. Go middle. Middle, so car on the bottom. All clear, all clear. Hold that bottom. There's one, you see the other lap car.
Mm-hmm. He's down on the apron. Thank
Plenty of
you
room
for
there.
that.
Plenty of room. Okay, car high. Just a 34, side drafting you.
Mm-hmm. That was necessary.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Did no harm done.
Yep. All right, let's focus on that refuel number. Let's get it save as much fuel as we can. So when you go, you can go.
Right now, I have 22 laps remaining, and I am 21 laps from the finish. So I have a lap in the tank with my current fuel usage.
All right, let's get that up a little bit more.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because like the difference is like I'm 0.43 right now, and it's 0.49 when I'm running aggressively. So.
Not at a point where I'm going to be.
I wish you had somebody behind you. I wish a 6 car would get in behind you.
Yeah.
You're falling pretty far back. You're saving less being that far back behind that guy. You know, that
Yep.
guy in front. Yeah, you see him.
Yeah.
We're flying up here.
He's pulling. He's just pulling you better when you're closer.
Right. Yeah. So I'm trying to stay and do shorter clutches. It's better.
Yep.
21 laps of fuel left and 20 to go in the race.
But that's doing big saves, so it's.
Right.
That guy's probably drafting you, of course. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Just hold that yellow line real pretty. So people are going to start getting real aggressive, so don't come up on those exits, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
A bad bump up front.
Yeah, I saw that. The whole outside line just got messy. It's so easy to do.
Put in it here. Don't leave a gap. Don't let nobody drop.
Mm-hmm.
You want people dropping behind you, not in front of you. There we go. You got somebody behind you. That helps.
Perfect. Yeah. We're not gaining any more, so I don't think there's more to be gained. We're going to be at about like we're going to need to do this right up to the final lap.
Just keep doing this for as long as you can here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do this, and I can stay in line doing this all day long and not lose positions.
But what's our strategy for winning this race? Like, when can you go?
Last lap.
Yeah,
Like, I'm going to need them to wreck.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is like maybe I can start making moves while doing this and just continue to do this while trying to move myself forward, so we can still.
What you need is someone to you either tandeming with somebody or somebody tandeming with you, and you go up the middle.
Right.
That's the way you win the race, or get up right to the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or use the red.
I just what we wanted was the way to win the race was we needed someone to drop in front of us when on that restart. Like, when they didn't do that, and it ended up being a situation where I ended up falling all the way to the back and I lost all my track position anyway. I should have just pit and gotten the fuel. So yeah, as it is right now, I'm probably going to have to look for a spot to do something.
The longer you save here, the more laps you'll have to race hard.
I just think that racing hard at this point is going to be trying to find a spot to get up to the top lane when I can gain a spot, get back down to the bottom lane when I can slot in and, like, work my way forward that way. If I can find opportunities. I'm not seeing any right now, but that's how I'm going to have to spend that lap of fuel that I've got.
All right. Someone's trying the tandem up the middle strategy, but they're not tandeming. So
no, they're not.
Back. Middle lane's going to go backwards here. Those two cars are going to drop.
That's the other thing, is like the way that I win this is I stay in the bottom line, they wreck, I miss it, and then we're good.
Yeah. And then you're good on fuel probably for a green-white check or two if you need to.
I'll probably pit for a splash if I get an opportunity to make sure that I'm good for green-white checkers at this point. I'm so close on just making it, and we also learned that, like with this package, you just don't save as much under yellow as you used to. It's all learning things, At the end of the day, it's not a loss because we learn stuff.
Yep.
Hey, Garrett, let's go middle. We got a lap car coming up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're still too wide. There's a lap car slow on the bottom. You see him.
All right, move down.
Give him room to come up here. Give him room to come up. Yep, there you go.
I'm really clear there.
And you're clear. He just lifted.
Mm-hmm. He was a lap car, I think, so. Or maybe not, actually. I think he was. I think that was Vinnie.
All right, tuck in here as good as you can.
Yeah, I haven't been able to save it all on this lap.
There's another lap car fields approaching them. That lap car's staying low on the yellow. He's on the apron.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate that. Oh.
Reckon. Back it down. Go low if you can, There you go. Lower. Right there. Perfect.
Nice, man.
Perfect.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, let's pull it in and get 3.6 gallons of fuel so that we're not close anymore.
Okay. Yep. Do you want me to do it, or you got it?
I just said it. I've got it. Okay. What I do is I change my INI file so it doesn't set everything's unset by default, and I just go in and I set stuff before pit stops when I want to.
Gotcha.
Great job, Spotter. Chat just said good job, Spotter.
Yes.
I corrected. I said like, great job, lower. Spotter. Yeah.
Even lower.
Like Renz used to say, just go grass.
Well, there was cars wrecking in the grass too. Like you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Thank you.
Stay behind the 34?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we're just going to go top off. We're going to have enough fuel to get to the end now without any pressures.
Pit road, though, just in case there's, somebody behind you thinking the same thing. I don't want you losing even one spot, so get up there.
Yeah.
Nail this pit stop. No tires, 3.4, right?
Yep, no tires, 3.4, and no tear off.
There you go.
Mike, how you doing, by the way? Ash says hi. Hell yeah. Oh, Ash actually said hi. He said GSSSBF, which that's hi in Ash speak right now. That's awesome. He literally said hi to me in chat.
He was saying stay high. He wants you to use the high line.
Right.
All right.
Start looking for your sign.
Colton, you
a lot of guys been here. Maybe we'll pick one off.
5, 4,
Mm-hmm.
3.
Well, they're all probably fixing damage. But
1.
I'm the lucky dog.
Stop on the sign.
All right.
Y'all like in the wreck there?
Honestly, the yellows are working out perfect this race.
Every once in a while, you just get lucky sometimes. Yeah, like this has been one of the, like, I've had so many races where the yellows work against me. Today, they've just worked out.
Yep. You led some laps. Now you
That was
got a chance
fun.
to go up there and win it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have 10 laps to, make some moves. I mean, it's got to be pushing. It's got to be pushing or being pushed.
Maybe
You're not gonna
maybe
win
it's
this race
something about that
randomly.
29 car, man. Or actually, it was the
Yep.
30 car. I think it was the 30 when I had that Coke 600. So
You're not gonna win this race staying in line and staying a half car length behind or anything like that.
No, yeah.
If you want to go get this win, you're gonna have to be being tandem or tandeming, and you're gonna be 3 wide here these last 10 laps. So get
Yes, sir.
ready.
Yep.
Let's get this win.
I just don't want to be the one that causes a wreck. You know that.
You know what?
especially with everything that I've dealt with over the past week. The last thing I need is that.
Don't put all that stuff out of your head. You just said the race that you'll remember 20 years from now having drinks.
That's true.
Make it right now. Make it this
Yeah.
race.
I feel like this one's already been pretty memorable as it is to this point. But yeah, let's go. Let's go get a dub.
Wins are nice. Wins are forever.
Mm-hmm. It says I'm 12th. We'll see where I am when I cross the line here and get in front of these lap cars. But yeah, we're going to be close to the top 10 here. Restart with 10 to go at Daytona, 11 to go.
Guys, I'm going to stay at the very top on this restart. I'm destroyed. So go to the middle.
And some of these guys, like the car that's in front of me, inside lane. Yeah, that 10 car Jason's got a lot of damage on his car. 27's got some damage. The 6 is clean, it looks like.
Yeah, let me check some noses here. Where's my rear chase?
I've got a little bit of damage that I fixed. Does my nose look clean now? How does my nose look?
I don't have rear chase anymore.
She ain't looking too hot.
Oh yeah, they got rid of rear chase at Daytona.
So guess I have a screenshot too. Yeah, you got some damage for sure.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's not like the 87 cars doesn't do a full repair. They can tell. They have mirrors. They know.
Tyler, don't put. I'm just going high on the start.
But it's been repaired. It was only 8 seconds. I don't think it's enough that it'll actually hurt me. The car's been working great in the draft.
Damage, Tyler damage.
Thank you.
Garrett clean, Colton clean.
So who saw the
Yeah, the top cars are all clean.
Yeah.
A couple cars around you with damage, top cars are clean.
I'm surprised Garrett Manes is starting behind me on this
I
one.
was too busy trying to figure out a way around it.
Yeah, maybe I'll fix some damage here. All right, second gear.
Yeah, I checked up.
Not worried about fuel, or worried about moving forward.
Right.
Get Manes to push you. All right,
Yeah.
get up there. Get
We're
up
just
there
going to
tight.
move forward as quickly as we can.
Don't go anywhere near that 10 car. He's damaged.
Yep.
Go, go, go. Go hard. You're clear up if you need it. And car high.
I'm slow on the top, guys.
So they're going to be bottom 3 right here. Bottom 3.
I had to wait, Garrett.
17's dropping back. He's got engine damage. Bottom 2 on you tight. He's up against the wall. And cleared. All clear.
Yep.
You might want to be going high here on exit.
I will.
Oh, yep. Still clear. Still clear. Car high.
I'm actually not going high because
Car
they
high.
parted. And
Still there. Still there.
I didn't want to screw
Yeah.
you and chuck up.
You're good. No gap behind the 27. Small gap if you take it aggressive.
I was
Aggressive,
small,
take
that's
it, take
what
it.
we were
You
doing.
got him.
I didn't know he was doing
36
that.
either has damage or lifted for you.
Yeah.
there was enough of a gap that I could get in there.
Get up there, get up
No,
there.
I appreciate
I'm
you doing it.
foot
We both-
pedal to the floor.
You need to drag the brake to get the 36 to tandem with you.
No, I'm catching them now.
There you
They've
go.
accordioned up, so I'm coming back.
You got nobody with you, so don't go dive into the bottom here.
No,
Nobody
yeah,
with you.
I'm in line. This
Yep.
this might be how it is until they really start mixing it up on the final lap. Actually,
Yep. You got no help behind you, so you just stay on that top.
yeah, we might just have a 9-car break. Not with checkups like that. With checkups like that, we pull more to us.
Yeah, there's gonna be some big old checkups, and people are gonna be indecisive on whether they want to go down or not. Right now, you've got no good help behind you.
Yeah, I know. So the one thing that I could do is I could try to be the first guy that ducks out of line and see if I could bait anyone with me, but I think
No
that's
help
risky.
behind you, though. Yeah, no
Yeah.
help behind you.
But well,
you need a
like
good
you
pusher.
can get a monster run that you can make it look really good for a couple cars.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They won't go with you.
Single file high, once that's established, is really hard to break up.
If you got somebody that's willing to start that run on your bumper, you'd be okay.
Oh, I think I found there is, like, if you get it up a little bit, there is a point where it's almost like it feels like there's a flat part at the top of the track. I think that's what's causing the push. I just
Check
felt
here,
it a little
let's
bit.
check. Yep. Ideally, one of those guys drops down to the bottom in front of you, and you cycle in front of them, and then
Right.
you drop down and they push you because you know they want to go.
But they
You
won't
don't
go
have
with
to-
me because I just didn't go with them, and then, yeah.
36 was scared to be in the pack, unfortunately. He's like staying way off you.
I think
going
he's
for
got
iRating.
damage. Yeah.
His car looks clean, though. He looks like he's just racing for iRating.
Right. Where's Manes? Because Manes is going to make a move.
Where is Manes? My trading paints isn't working, so every car looks...
Manes is in 13th.
Okay.
Does he have...
Yeah.
You said he was clean and didn't have damage, right?
The cars in front of you didn't have damage, but yeah, he's a few cars back. Looks like he's looking to make moves. He'd definitely be somebody to work with, obviously. He's a good pusher.
Right, yeah.
He has damage.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he wouldn't be back there if he didn't have damage.
Manes with damage could probably push as good as most of these guys clean, though.
That's right. Even Manes with damage can't make the engine better.
There's
You know what I
so
mean?
much extra speed out there with pushing. I mean, you go a second faster if you're a good pusher.
But you have to have a car that can push,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure he does anymore. Just who knows how bad that thing's hurt. Kirwan in second is going to be what initiates it. Kirwan's not going to sit there and run second to the 15. Kirwan's going to make a move.
And run second till exit of turn 4 in the last lap.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, is like that's going to turn into chaos, and it's a possibility that I could come from 9th and win. Like, what's his name in the trucks a few years back.
Yeah.
I can't initiate anything right now.
No, you can't. There's nothing for you to do right now.
Yeah,
5 to
so
go here. 6 to go. 6 to go. That 36 isn't even on your bumper, even if you did want to initiate something.
right. The only thing that I can potentially initiate is off of 2 on the last lap. I can hang back, get a good run, and try to dive down to the inside and see if someone jumps down in front of me. I can try to push them.
Yeah, I mean, you just need help. Like, you need to be tandeming with somebody
Right.
with a lap and a half to go. Like, the whole, I hope I get lucky missing a wreck strategy that's nice, but, you know, that's
It's
plan
the only
B.
thing I've got right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if there's somehow to get in the middle of a pack with a lot of runs and tandems and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
hopefully that
just
develops.
we're single file high right now. So yeah, if things change and if something develops, I'm going to try to take advantage of it, but if it stays like this until the final lap, I have to stay here.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I would assume that with like 1 to go, the leader will bring the pack down to the bottom line.
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume that's how that'll go. They're not going to want to be hanging high.
It stayed high in the podium 500. That's all I know.
Right.
And then, and then there was a bad block,
Okay,
and then
Manes
there
is
was
working
another
bottom.
thing.
Manes on the yellow line, 2 back.
Right.
He just made a spot up doing that.
Bubba does that at Talladega sometimes.
Yep.
He'll just work 1 spot at a time. Carl Edwards used to do that too.
36 is on the bottom. He's hoping that Manes is going to go with them. Manes is so far staying with you.
Right.
36 down low on the yellow. Manes with you. You've got a helper right now if you want to go. I think Manes potentially would go, or he's just trying to go 1 at a time on the top.
I think he's trying. I don't trust that Manes would go with me. I'm going to be honest. I don't know that he would.
Don't leave any gap between you and that car in front of you, or he will slide you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm staying tucked.
With you.
Yep.
With you. Coming to 3 to go here.
Goodness me. 3 laps to go in the Daytona 500. They've got a line established down on the bottom. It's just not organized well enough to make progress, I don't think. We'll see.
Stay on top of that 27.
Yep.
3 cars on the bottom. Almost at your bumper. You see that lap car, he's running the yellow. So get ready for those guys to come up to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Car low, 36, bumper. 4 cars now on the bottom. They're coming to the middle. 3 wide. 2 wide. Keep
There
it
they
straight,
go.
keep it straight, right behind you. Keep it straight. Right with that 27. All clear. Garrett Manes is looking at the bottom.
That just
You have
broke
no
up
help
the...
behind you.
I have no help behind me, yeah.
So stay high here. Stay with that group. No help behind you. Stay on top of that 27.
2 to go.
2 to go right here. Eyes forward. 36 your help coming behind you. Stay high here. Main's looking low. He's all by himself. 35's 2 back off him. Bumper on the bottom. Lap cars staying yellow. You're going to be top of 3 here momentarily. Stay up against that wall. 3. 2 wide. Main's in the middle. Stay on top of that 27. Don't let Main slide you.
Backing up to you.
Stay high here.
Get
Stay
on me.
high here.
You
You
gotta
pick
get on
them
me.
off. Clear low for a moment if you want it. Carlo 27 has no
I'm not
momentum.
playing
That's a
back
bad move on his part. You're all clear. You're taking them one at a time here. 36 looking low. He's got the help from the 9. They're on the yellow line. Carlo. 4 cars in a line on the bottom. Stay high right here. Come into the white. Come into the white. If that middle opens up, take it. Just keep the 22 in your mirror. There you go. Carlo still. Middle's open if you want it. Middle's open if you want it. Carlo. They're at the yellow line. They're still at the yellow. We're on the way here. Still there at the yellow line. Still there. Still there. Middle's open if you want it. They're at the yellow line. 22's in the middle. 3 wide middle. 3 wide middle. Keep that 22 in your mirror. Keep them lined up perfect. You're clear low if you need it, but keep that 22 in your mirror. The 22 is not clear yet. 22's not clear yet. Stay middle. Stay middle. You're 4. You're 4. You're 4. 22 fucked you.
That's all right. Not much he could do, honestly.
I don't know why he went 4 there. All right, bring it to the line here. Bring it to the line.
Back on it, Jack. Go come back on it. Never mind.
Dang it.
That's happened. We had to go for it.
Jesus.
You went for it. You went for the win.
Yep. I should have gone down to the low line and just left him.
Yeah, that low line didn't have any momentum. It's like if
And
you
then
had
all of
the
a sudden it
straight-
did. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I should have just left him and gone to the low line. That would have been the play.
Yeah.
Good work, Kenny. We had that connection.
15th. That's fine.
If you all, man, it's like if you and the 22 just would have stayed hooked up, you would have been good. But he like wouldn't stay centered with you.
It's hard to stay centered and push.
Yeah.
That's just product of the racing. Like, you know, that's just what it is. I don't know if I would have done any better as the pusher than he did
Yeah.
in that situation. We took a shot and, you know, I'd rather finish 15th going for the win than 9th not doing anything.
Yep. You did a good job covering the middle. Like you were going forward, and you had Mains in your.
Yeah, I
group.
don't know why he's
John,
trying.
That's probably my fault going off into 3 there. I thought you were going bottom to pick up the 24. I was going to put it in the middle
I
there.
think it was
My
just
fault.
kind of you both took different paths into the corner.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
all
threw 'em
good,
off.
man.
Yeah.
I was sort of indecisive about whether to go middle or not. Like, you know, we were going for the win. You know, that it's all good, man. No hard feelings. Just product of racing. No worries.
Yeah. You went lower than he was expecting, I think.
So.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "This is where the middle is," and you're kind of, "No, this is where the middle is," and it just you guys were off center.
Yeah.
You know, not lined up. I think you were considering going to the bottom and just didn't cover it. You were kind of in between the middle.
I
and the
did,
bottom.
yeah. I should have gone and just covered the bottom there.
Just
I
do
don't know
whatever
if
you
it would have
did
been-
decisive.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been better to do. The thing is like I started looking bottom, and then I saw that he was going to get to my quarter panel, and figured I'd get wrecked if I did that. So.
Right. And it wasn't for the win anyways, too. I mean, those guys
Yeah,
up front.
yeah. Like
We're
I
wrong.
was gonna try to get a draft on Frisch. It wasn't gonna be for the win either way. You're right. Who
You
won?
just kept it
Oh,
straight to the
Kirwan
end.
won.
Yeah, his move off of 4 is beautiful. It's textbook. It's exactly when people say you want to be in second place coming out of 4. In
This is
package.
why. Yeah.
Like Kirwan knew he was going to win that race the moment
Yeah.
he was.
He
you know,
just
sitting
he
in-
set it up beautifully there. Yeah.
absolutely perfect.
Look at that at the line. Well
Into the
done.
side draft. He didn't even have to use the apron. Like, he was able to do it on the track.
Yeah, that was real clean.
And no stupid blocks too. Who's that? Who's he working with there?
The 15?
Yeah,
Lenny Brady.
Kenny Brady.
Is that Kenny's alt? I don't even know.
It's gotta be, yeah. So I mean, also shout out to Brady keeping that. He didn't throw
for sure, yeah.
Video game block. Like, he drove that like really respectfully. That looked. I mean, that's just like you. That's the finish. That looked like a TV finish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, you ran up front in top split Daytona 500 for 200 laps. That's a
dude.
I think you gotta feel real good about that.
I feel great about that. That was a lot of fun.
They all knew you were there.
Yeah, and yeah, I think I built a lot of credibility racing sensibly around a lot of really good guys. So that's good.
Yeah. 10-4. Well, hoping you get the win, but you still got Sunday. You learned a lot today that you could apply to Sunday if you run that race.
If I run Sunday, most likely I will use any in-sim time Sunday to do some practice for Rockingham.
Practice today.
Today I've got to work on the rule book.
Hey, you were trying to get me to play Rocket League.
And we're gonna and we're gonna
Rockingham League.
and we're gonna play Rocket League. We're gonna play some Rocket League, and then I'm gonna work on the rule book today. And I got so.
Rocket League today, then on Monday Rockingham League.
Thanks, Seven Noble. Yeah, that was a fun one. Like, didn't end the way that I want, but like I still think that falls under the category of my best races.
I think that you should clip and post the you missing that wreck, because you did an awesome job missing that big wreck on the front straight away through the tri-oval. I'm gonna go back and watch that on your streams. I thought you did it. I want to see what that looked like in person.
Your call was perfect, man. Your call was literally perfect.
I said go lower, and you did, and it's easy for me to see for you to go lower, but for you to hear that instruction and take it in the moment is way more impressive than giving me. It's easy to see it, but to actually hear it and process it and do it in a split second I thought that was the highlight of the race right there.
We live and die as a team. It was well executed on all parts.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna pop off here, and again, congrats on the finish.
Thanks, man. Take her easy.
Later.
Trying to find where the first caution happened here. Thank you, Midway. Appreciate you. I like how that blue and white car looks too. Like, always feels good to have a good-looking paint scheme. Let's see, 12 car checks up. Oh yeah, 12 get checked up a little bit, the 30 couldn't. This is one of the deals where if I was in race control, this probably ends up not being 100% fault on any driver, because there's a stack up here that causes the 12 to check up. The 30 doesn't really have enough time to react to something. Like, I'll go back to the 30 and show you part of why is, like, the visibility in these cars is not great. So looking in the cockpit view here, you see where he has to, like, maybe you can react to that in time, but, like, it's hard for me to put 100% fault on anyone. I wouldn't be able to put 100% fault on any one driver, because it's a checkup accordion effect type deal. Lap 83 was caution number 2. That was a fun race. Just up front, battling with really good racers the whole time. Fun way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Oh boy, there they go. Looks like Jason Manes in the 10. Just a bad bump from Konrath, it looks like there. But again, this is, like... So let's see. check up here, check up, and yeah, it's a accordion effect check up deal. Wouldn't be able to put 100% fault on anyone for this deal because it's an accordion effect and a checkup. I like that it's a tactical, feel to this race. You still have to execute. There's still a lot that you have to do as a driver, but, that strategy and tactics play into it's cool. I made mistakes on both fronts. I made mistakes execution-wise, losing the lead draft on the sequence of green flag pit stops. And that's going to be this one right here. So we come down, probably, a little bit slow into the box. And coming out, just, that's too much of a gap. I needed to be up closer, and I lost some time. Probably should have fueled a little bit less, too. Trying to see where the caution actually happened here. Oh, they're 3 wide for some reason. Oh, that all starts up here. The 33 receives a bad bump from the 9, it looks like. Let me see. So, yeah, they're pushing. The 9 is too tight right there and gives, that's a don't push the pusher situation. So oh, he's running in 4th gear. Interesting. He gets on real tight and he's pushing. And you see how you can't see? Like, he can't see that they get tight there. Honestly, I would probably be getting off the guy's bumper a little bit at this point. So it'd be really dicey to try to assign 100% fault on that. This is the closest one we've been to an individual car being 100% at fault for any of the things we've looked at. And then actually, so but like that didn't cause the caution. The caution being 100% fault, this would be on the 23. Ford Racer 2020, thanks for the follow. So look at this. This would be 100% fault because there's just not a gap to go through here. He tries to put his car through a hole that just isn't there and causes a wreck where there didn't really need to be one. There's not a car width between there, and so he goes in there and just bounces off those guys. There's almost a car width. It's really close. But, and, the 33 this 33 opens it up a little bit, but you can see that as he goes in there, his car actually fits. So actually, that would be borderline, but I would say probably a no call on that. It's a risky move, but honestly, the fault of why a wreck happens here is there's netcode. He's actually managing to squeeze his car through there, and netcode causes the wreck. So that would end up being a no call as well. If I were calling that and applying the 100% fault rule. Which is probably getting yanked out of the rule book. This is when we were leading. Taunted netcode and lost. Well, he's not the one that lost. Oh, here it is. 37 in the 11. This looks like it's going to be a tandem gone wrong. And this is probably the kind of thing where this is why part of why I want to get rid of the rule is this is technically 100% fault in that the 11 car is making the mistake. Right there is just a bad push, but he's forced to tandem by the package. And, you know, so, yeah. That would be fault here, but I don't want to, like, that's not the kind of thing that we want to call a penalty for either. So we would probably have to call it in that case for consistency's sake with how we had called it through the weekend, but I don't like calling it there. Lap 186. This is the hero moment for me of the race. Looks like a bad block, and just I'm stopping, I'm on the brakes, go low, and manage to miss the whole deal. Looks like this is going to be it. So, Manes to the high side. And yeah, so Manes goes high, and he's there. Isn't coming down off the wall. He's holding his line. There is netcode there, but this is the 22 throwing a block when he's not clear. Netcode plays a role into it. That'd be dicey. That one would be a really long discussion in race control as to whether or not to assign fault to the 22 or say that netcode played enough of a role that it's not 100% fault on anyone. There's nothing that Manes can do there, really. I mean, he's there, and, you know, like, he could theoretically give a lift, but he's not obligated to. He establishes a line high, and they throw a block. This is going to be my cover shot here. Let's see, when does the track look most blocked? Right there. That's pretty blocked. Do you guys like this kind of analysis? Is this helping to understand, like, I feel like I've got a relatively unique perspective having done race control work and stuff for our events with Podium now. That I can give some insight into what the thought process is when we're evaluating wrecks. So, you know, let me know in Twitch chat, let me know in the comment section below this video if you're watching this, what you think of my analysis, and if you like that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, we already showed the last lap, but, you know, to show it again. Coming off turn 2 here, I was just committed to the idea of, you know what, I'm going to try to make this work. We're going to make a move, and if it works, it works. What I should have done is gone immediately down to the low line. I thought that I would have some push here to make this work. And so I stayed middle and tried to get the draft off of the 58, and it just didn't work. So a disappointing way for the race to end for sure, but, you know, kind of looks cool the way that I slid that out of there. Did Manes finish in front? Yeah, Manes in that junked up car finished one spot in front of my junked up car. And, you know, again, this was cool. What a move by Kirwan here to win this thing. Just textbook coming off turn 4 here. Look at how he sets this up too. So coming down the back straight, they're real organized. The 11 takes a look there, but no one goes with him. Kirwan takes that and just like, he gets right glued to the 15's bumper, pushes them out so that they get a big gap. There's that wreck. And then just makes the move at the perfect spot. 15 doesn't really have the opportunity to throw the block, and Kirwan wins it. Cool stuff. Fun race, like really. And I mean 15th, you know, we should have, that should be decent points. I think we still gain iRating as the 29 car there. Obviously would have preferred to finish better, but I'm happy with how I ran today. Couple things to clean up for sure, but we're always learning. K. Arjun, thanks for the 300 biddies, man. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, and yeah, and for being, you know, just like a positive, engaged, active member in chat and part of the community too. Really appreciate you. All right, 40 iRating gain, not bad. Lost some safety rating. All right, take care, Carradwin. Yeah, I'm gonna be logging off here. We're gonna raid someone. Congrats to Casey on the win. That's awesome stuff. I got 14th place actually, so 220 points for 14th. Not bad. Obviously, we would have preferred to win and get, you know, something up there. Top 5 would have gotten us 300 something for the first time ever, but 220 ain't bad. That's a lot of points. We had like 1,700 people or something like that sign up for this thing today, so that was crazy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Seriously do appreciate all you guys so much. If you like the video, please do click that like button, hit subscribe, head over to twitch.tv/John Theodore Live, click the art to give me a follow. Thank you very much, and peace out.